Hello. Hello, guys. Sorry for starting 8 minutes late.
Sorry, it's my fault today, as
Yes,
usual.
as usual.
I just woke up.
So we're back together after last week because I was not here, obviously. I was sick with COVID. But now I'm good now. Are you good?
Yeah, of course.
You're fine?
Yeah,
You haven't gotten sick out of because COVID is going around massively in
That's
Korea
true.
right now.
yeah.
I think it's like sooner or later a thing, David.
It's just a cold.
It is just a cold,
Yeah.
but it's not fun if you get it.
Yeah, but like they say in Korean, if you get a summer cold, that's what dogs don't even get. There's a saying like
Are
that.
you saying I'm a dog?
You're worse than a dog. That's the Korean saying.
I'm born in the year of the dog.
여름
I'm Ketty.
감기는 개보다 못한다. 아니야. 개도 안 걸린다. Something like that.
Oh wait, thank you, Ross, for the paper. I just saw this.
Hello, Ross.
Hi, Ross. Nice to see you for being on time and support, of course. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, and then some people, message me, be like, oh, we missed you and David together last week, and blah blah. Glad you're feeling better. Yes. And
Hello,
hi guys.
everybody. So just before we start, I know that a lot of people nowadays watch our lives because of the Suga updates.
Yes.
Yeah, so just to tell you guys, this is a weekly K entertainment, Korean life, K-pop / whatever live stream. So we not only focus on K-pop but also other stuff as well. So for today, we are going to cover the Suga and other related news on the latter part of the stream. So yeah, if you want to check it out after the replay of this video, after it's recorded, scroll back to the latter part, okay?
Guys, for people saying my camera's a bit grainy today, I was like trying to play around with the filter. Should I just leave it alone?
Why don't you use your Osmo? That's my mystery,
네.
because it's like bigger.
But now I tried to Google this.
Yeah.
We can't have two mics connected to two different cameras.
No way.
No, you can't. It only connects to one camera at a time. I looked this up, so that's
If
why.
you have your own separate camera, then it'll connect.
But what about the
Anyways,
mic though?
Yeah, your camera 2 mics, my camera 2 mics. Oh, anyways.
Okay, I'll try it
we
out
can
next
try it
week,
out,
yeah.
Yes, that is Chaunu on the thumbnail because Anna brought an interesting kind of
Do I have
thing.
pink eye? Is my eye a bit red?
Yes.
Because I don't know if you can see. I have like a slight pink eye this morning, so I'm gonna put some eye drops.
Okay. So let's start with our life updates.
Yeah, talk about you.
My life. I don't know, nothing special. What happened? I'm very.
How was your Itaewon night out?
I already covered that in my
I already
last
saw your
stream,
stories, yeah.
But it was fun. I pulled an all-nighter, and it was a long time no Itaewon for me. So yeah, I was like club hopping, bar hopping, and whatever.
This is very unlike David, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it was because
Very
like all
unlike
my
David.
viewers, all my toppings were like, you need to go out and you need to live your own life and have some time for yourself. And then I was like, yeah, I think it was a Friday night or something, and then everybody was going out around me, so I was like, yeah, F it, like I'm not gonna do work on Friday night. And then I just went out and it was fun. I had a person that he's my friend. He's like an expert of the nightlife of Itaewon. So
Is he a content creator or?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I went together, and then like there was a massive line in front of like the main three like.
I heard that there's
bars.
a new Waikiki. There's like
Yeah, there's
Waikiki
two.
1 and there's Waikiki 2.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't been to Itaewon in a long time.
Yeah, but the thing is like, I shouldn't be saying this on live, but
What?
no, it's anything like that. What you're imagining?
What?
No,
Spill
not,
the tea.
No. But like, if you go to Itaewon Prost or what is it? The other famous one, the fountain places. Like, there's usually like a massive line. You have to on Friday, Saturday nights, and then you have to wait at least like 30 to 1 hour. And apparently, this dude I went with, he knows like a back gate, and then like we went in like freely without lining up, and then I didn't understand why
To Fountain?
yeah, to both places. Yeah, apparently you just have to go up the stairs and then take a detour, and then you can go in straight. you don't have to wait. So I was like, wow, okay, it was a nice thing following you.
I've never waited for an hour to get into.
It was
sort of
crazy.
retail one.
It was crazy.
I haven't been in a while, but yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have fun? Did you meet any cute girls?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
No.
I did not go out at the weekend. I stayed in all weekend. But for some reason, I went out last night. And so I had quite a few drinks.
Yeah.
So I'm a tiny bit hungover today, guys. So my brain might not be functioning at its highest capacity right now. So the coffee is waking me up. But I'm feeling a little bit today.
Okay.
And yeah.
And you recovered
I had
from
COVID. I went out on Sunday, but I was filming a video that's gonna go up this week. It's for like a travel app. It's like a solo day, fun time around Seoul, and I mostly hung around like Gangnam, Shinsa area, and I think that video is gonna be cute. It's gonna be fun. It's
Okay.
like people were like, oh, you should do more your neighborhood guides again, blah blah blah. So I had a fun time by myself on Sunday. So. That was fun, and yeah, my life is fine. It's good.
Yeah, my plastic surgery vlog is gonna go up soon too. So.
Did you
look out
get
for
something done?
I got some like skincare thing. I don't know what it is, but like apparently it's worth like $600 or something. I only learned afterwards.
Ustera?
No. I don't know. I got something, and then the doctor said like the double chin lipo only costs like how much was it? Like $700 or something. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should get it. It was like it only takes 30 minutes. There's like a small hole that remains behind your
Oh, it's actual lipo.
yeah, behind your ears, and then you can recover within like 2 days or something, and then after like a week or I don't know, a month, the scar just turns into like a little mark, and then that's it. And
Getting lipo in Korea is quite common, apparently.
I didn't know that, but so many people around me got it.
Yeah.
Like people you know too.
People I know, like girls get it like on their arms and like
I'm talking about guys.
guys.
Yeah. There's
Like here,
yeah.
because
Everywhere.
where else would you get as a guy?
Right. But I was like, oh, that's their secret to looking good. Like, no wonder they're investing in their like bodies and stuff. Because apparently when you turn over 30, 35, 40, there's a limit to where you can lose fat in certain places with exercise. That's what the surgeon said as well. And the most
You can't
representative place.
spot reduce.
Yeah, most representative place is this and the love handles and like some other places.
And
so
this also is because like our skin gravity, it sags.
yeah, it's drooping. So he's like, yeah, if
Getting older is fun. It's fun.
yeah.
Honestly, but when you feel like I feel like with drinking now, compared to when I was 20, yeah, I could recover. I could sleep for like 2 hours, recover like the next day like just fine. Just drink a bit of water, and I had like no hangovers when I was 20. Like these days, I'm just like, oh my god, I feel like I want to die, and like my brain feels like it's just like not functioning the day after. It's not fun. Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, getting old is not fun. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining. It's 230 people already, so please smash that like button before we go. That's how you support us. It's very hot and rainy wherever you are, I guess. Like, where are you guys watching from? It's very, very hot for the past few days.
But it's getting colder from tomorrow.
Finally.
Yeah, it's getting
Apparently
colder
there's
from
a typhoon coming.
Yeah,
so.
now it's like the hot humid season's over.
Yeah.
And now typhoon's gonna hit.
Yeah, usually the monsoon season like goes on for a while, and then it becomes extremely hot, and then one typhoon comes and clears up all the climate and stuff, and then it becomes kind of cool. That's the usual pattern I've been noticing. My friends in Japan right now are dying because of the humidity and the heat, and apparently
and also it's your birthday soon.
Yes.
Me and Wani were talking about this because we were like, oh, we should meet up. And I was like, it's David's birthday soon, also Subini's birthday on the 1st of September.
Really?
Yeah, yours is what, 29th?
Yeah.
29th, hers is on the 1st. So we should probably do something together.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we'll organize something. And you should
You
do a
will?
birthday live stream. No, you have to organize something. It's your birthday party.
Right.
It's your birthday party.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Wait, 29th. What
Because
day
I've never
is that?
done anything like that before. Like I don't know. I
Hey,
just
so you
think,
should do it at least once. It
no
was-
offense, but I think it's kind of cringe to do like your own birthday party. So
Why is that cringe?
I get it for girls, but like for dudes, like oh, it's my birthday, and then like rent out some place. I don't know.
He's weird. Okay, the
I don't know.
29th is a Thursday. So
Yeah.
so party the next week stream. We can like do David's like a birthday stream kind of thing. It's on the 27th. The next week, Tuesday live stream.
Yeah, we'll see what we
Yeah.
can do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking with my viewers last time. Maybe I could do like a Zoom fan meet or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Yeah. How old are you going to turn, David?
33, I think.
33.
삼삼.
33?
Yeah,
No, you're
He-
turning 32.
in international.
International age.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Korean
But I'm
age
Korean,
is 33.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody uses the Korean age, no matter like whether we change the law or whatever. It's
No,
just
nobody. Yeah.
integrated. Yeah.
Mhm. The shade to Anna on her birthday
No,
party.
no. I
He
have,
tries to shade me.
I
I
hon-
don't care. I
no.
don't want to have a
I
birthday
didn't shade
party.
your birthday party. Like that was pretty.
don't
That was
care.
pretty fine. But like, there's maybe I shouldn't say this.
What?
There's a person I saw. Nah, I won't. Say
Who?
this.
Who are you talking
No.
about? Spill the tea.
That person might be watching the stream, so I don't want it to.
Who is it?
No. But
A girl or a guy?
I don't know, but there are people like that do like princess parties. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, lots
like
of girls
a
do
lot
that.
of the balloons and the.
I thought you were gonna say a guy.
And then like the crowns and like they have like dresses on and all that kind of stuff.
Loads of girls do that, David.
When I see that, I'm like, okay, birthday
You
girl,
know,
you're
no,
the
like-
center of the world.
Yeah, bridal streams, and all these.
And then they start
about-
posting like 20 pictures, like it was my birthday.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking
No,
about.
no,
I know who you're talking
no,
about.
no.
It suddenly came to me.
No. But
I saw on Instagram.
No. I'm not talking about anybody recent. Yeah.
I know who you're
No.
talking about.
No. Anyways.
I don't see anything wrong. Let
Yeah,
girls have fun.
yeah, there's nothing wrong. Like
if they want
have
to wear
fun. They're-
crowns and
Yeah,
like,
they're not harming
tiaras,
anybody.
Why shouldn't they?
Of course.
He's being such a hater.
No, I'm not being a hater. I'm just like, yeah.
Let's get David a tiara.
Congrats. Yeah, it's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Anyway.
David wants a tiara. Yeah, I want one from Swarovski or Cartier.
Oh yeah, David, I'm thinking about maybe buying a Cartier watch. What
Go
do you
get
think?
it, yeah.
Don't get it. It
Go
costs
get
like
it,
so.
yeah.
Oh, go get it.
Mm.
Go get it.
It's like 10,000.
I mean, it depends on the model. Some of them go to like 23K.
Yeah.
But it's like around that ballpark. I mean, the most cheapest one I can get is like around 4K.
Okay.
It's like a very standard
Yeah.
tank watch.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have a fancy watch?
No.
No.
Just my Apple Watch.
Just his Apple
I have
Watch.
a Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc.
But I never wear it. Yeah, I don't know why I don't wear it. My grandpa was like, "Do you want my Rolex?" And then it's like a gold one, and it looks very
Too
old.
flashy?
It's like very old. And yeah, that was like.
There is a charm to vintage watches, though.
Grandpa, I look like a yakuza, a loan shark.
Anyway, I prepared some of the topics today. Yeah, like he said, we're gonna talk about the sugar thing at the end. In terms of like K-pop stuff, there wasn't really much news.
K-pop?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing going on.
No, but
That's good. Quiet
that's
is good.
Yeah, that's good. So just talk about random news that we're gonna like we brought today. But
Yep.
speaking of like extremely hot weather, we had like two news, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before we go on to the news, can we
Okay.
do like
His
a
standard
promotion
announcement, yes.
promotion / gifting ceremony? 'Cause
Okay.
we have a gift for Anna today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the gift?
She's happy. Wait.
I like gifts.
So I introduced this on my. I just.
What's going on?
Everything's falling apart.
What's going on?
So, this is our newbie bag. It's called a newbie bag.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's like a Korean
this
traditional
charm.
style fashion quilted bag, and
Can we
it
model it?
it gets inspiration from the hanboks and the hanbok curves and all that. It's like a very nice eco bag. You can wear it to the groceries or like the library or whatever. It's very spacious. You can put your MacBook inside. And what's special about it is like you
Oh,
can,
it's cute.
yeah, it's cute, right?
It's cute.
You can get like these accessories attached to it. These are called noriges. They're usually what like Korean girls attach on their hanboks as like attachments. So they come in like, I don't know, green, purple, pink, whichever colors that's on Piroso, our site.
So you're gonna give me one?
Yeah, so
Yay.
this is how the packaging comes in. So it's a very premium packaging. You can see that it's folded, so it's not very bulky. It comes in this. It's a brand called Chashigan.
Chashigan.
Yeah, Chashigan, they usually make traditional Korean tea, and a lot of our viewers that purchased Chashigan left a lot of good reviews about it. So this is a present for you.
Oh yay!
So the 대표님, the representative of the company watches our stream
Oh,
regularly,
진짜?
and she wanted to say like, you know, I enjoy it, and then I want to give you a
Aw.
gift to Anna, so this is a
Thank
gift
you.
for her.
Thank you, 대표님. Tell her 감사합니다.
Yeah, so let me just show you. It's on pre-sale right now. So this is the site. This is Piroso if you go to my site, and you can click on the main banner over here. Jin took a lot of time making this pre-sale page over here. You can look at our pictures. Jerry from K Explorer modeled it as well.
Oh,
So
he looks good. Yeah.
yeah, we have all these colors for the norigas. You can buy them separately. Jin added that function after watching the live stream last time. People were like, can I buy only this too? So you can buy that. The white bags are not going to be manufactured for a while, but in the meantime, you can order the black ones.
It's cute.
Right now, we have over 13 sales for this bag, and it's like a Kickstarter going on right now. You can read the whole descriptions and the fabric and the history behind it, and because it's all like, especially the noriges, like the accessories, especially they are all handmade, so it takes like a lot of time to make these. So you'll have to wait for the time to elapse in this counter in order for us to start delivering. But I feel like it's going to be a very good gift for yourself during this September, October season. Yeah, when it
Yes.
becomes fall. So if you
Yes.
go out to the parks and all that, or gift it to somebody, like it's going to be a unique and cute gift. So.
Yeah.
Go check it out. You can use it, style it as like this. You can put 2 noriges on it as well. So, yeah, go check it out, please. Thank you for everybody who has already purchased it. We'll try to ship it as fast as possible when it gets manufactured. And other than that, go check out Piroso as well. Our sales have gone up ever since
Oh,
like
very
last
good.
week, so we're very happy. Everybody's just buying this. This Jungkook bucket hat is like the best item ever. It's been feeding us and like paying the rent.
Because you can't. There's no sizing issues with hats.
Yeah.
Anybody can wear hats.
Yeah, like these, I wouldn't be surprised if any of you just came across each other in a random city in the U.S. or Australia or UK, somebody wearing that. You probably bought it from us, and the Korean Army T-shirt as well. A lot of BTS Army apparently wear that. Yeah. And
Like
the
with hats,
MBTIs.
it's always a good gift as well because
Right.
it's not like it's not getting someone a T-shirt or like a bag. It's like really depends, but like
Right.
a hat is really like whatever kind of hat you give them, you can find a way to wear it.
Right.
So-
Right. Yeah. So Jerry sold the bag. Yes, Jerry is an awesome model.
Yes.
Good investment having him being the model for it. Yep. So please go check out Piroso, and shall we go on into the news?
Okay, so because it's been so hot, there's been very like accidents in Korea. The first sad one, I think, this woman, I don't know what she was in. She was like caught by police. I think she was on her way to get investigated, and she was stuck in this police car for 36 hours.
What? A police car?
Yeah, they left her there and they
What?
forgot about her and she died. She's in her 40s.
A police car? That
Yeah.
is wild.
Yeah, she died.
No way.
Yeah, this was in Gyeongnam Hadong.
How is the police gonna?
Like it's
Take
really
responsibility.
irresponsible of them. Yeah, so you can't get outside. You can't get out from inside the car. That's like the inside of the
What?
police car. Oh wait, hold on.
How do you trap someone for 36? That's over a day.
Yeah,
In a what?
yeah. So you know how hot inside it gets.
Yeah.
And yeah, she
What?
was in there for 36 hours, and it's like their negligence, I guess.
What?
Isn't
That
that
is.
insane?
How do you leave someone? I don't. Like, was she drunk or something, and they just left her there, or?
Well, imagine the state of the body once it's found. In this
Oh
heat,
no.
after you're in there for 36 hours, and imagine being the person that found her in the back of the car.
That's torture.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that
They
is
said
so
there were
cruel.
2 cars like this. That was the one that we don't really use often.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a very unfortunate accident that this happened.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so usually you can't open the back door of the police cars, and then because there was like a barricade or whatever here, she couldn't even go to the front, and she
Yeah.
couldn't even open the front door.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
what a way to go. That's not nice.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
yeah, obviously the person, like the police department, they're going to get investigated because this is like a major accident.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's,
you can
that's
sue.
murder.
The family can sue. This is terrible.
Yeah, that's unintentional murder,
Yeah.
like it or not. And nobody passed by this place. And why was this police car not active for 36 hours? That's my question too.
Yeah.
That-
Why am I laughing, Anna? Yeah, sorry. Like when I find something ridiculous, I just laugh. It's not like I don't find it funny, obviously,
This
at all.
is-
But
This is just crazy. Yeah, how do you go inside without a cell phone either? Like, oh my
I don't know what the
gosh.
situation was. Like why they were,
What?
like why she was being taken into police or anything.
This is so shocking. That's like a
Yeah.
third world kind of scenario
Yeah.
over here. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, that person is probably gonna get, what do you call it? Fired, and on top of that, maybe
Sued?
jailed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
even when you see videos of like some dogs getting left in a car for like even just 1 hour in this heat, like you could
Yeah.
already do so much
Suffocate.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When actually my mom, when
Yeah.
I was a kid or baby, but this is before my brother was born.
Yeah.
I think my parents said like we went on like a family drive somewhere.
Yeah.
And they both like we stopped somewhere like a rest station, and the car automatically like locks. And she said they both like just went like just stepped out of the car, and they like didn't mean to like close the
Yeah.
door. But then like some accident happened, and basically they were like, oh fuck, like the car door locked for some reason. They couldn't get back inside. It's just like it was like a major kerfuffle. Like everyone was like helping us like trying to
Oh.
unlock because I was in the car. I was in the car, and my dad was freaking out, like,
Yeah,
"Oh my
yeah,
god, what
yeah,
the fuck are we
of
gonna do?"
course,
Yeah, and
yeah.
everyone had to help. And
Yeah, never leave your baby,
Yeah.
dog, or whoever in the car in this weather.
Yeah.
With the keys on your body.
Yeah.
Like that's so tragic. Even if she was a criminal, that's bad.
yeah,
Yeah, that is bad. I can't imagine what kind of scenario where that would happen.
yeah,
Or maybe it was like they detained her or something, and then in the car, and then they went to the police station, and some like big incident happened, so they had to like go on patrol or whatever, and then they forgot about her or something. Yeah, I don't know.
but yeah, terrible accident. And then the other news. I guess this might be related to weather, but anyway, there was a public pool in Bappo, yeah, near like Hongdae.
That's my house.
Yeah, where David's kind of apparently there was a boy who's like in his 초등학교, so how old is that, like
elementary school
kid. Apparently he was like splashing around, and then
Yeah.
he like splashed at some guy.
Yeah.
And he also had his older sister with him, this elementary school kid. He splashed at some guy, and that guy was like a grown-ass man. He got very annoyed,
Yeah.
and he tried to dunk this boy's head in the water
Oh
several
my
times.
gosh, what
No,
is
he
it
was
with this
7.
news today?
He was 7. He grabbed this boy's head, and he's like
What?
dunking it in the water. And then the older sister's trying to stop this man. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then twice more, he's like dunking this.
They're not even related. It's a random
No,
stranger.
random guy. He just got annoyed at this boy who was like splashing.
What?
Yeah, isn't this insane?
These people need to get detained. Yeah, they need to get into a
Yeah.
mental hospital. Like
And
he
so the
surely
sister's like, "What is going on?" And like they're freaking out.
he can't control his temper.
Oh,
That
he
is
had 발달장애. What the
so the elementary school kid
Kid.
had like some kind of
it's like ADHD.
some kind of disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got annoyed, and then so they went outside the water.
That
and,
makes it even worse then.
Yeah. And apparently the grown man, he was like saying to the kids like, bring your parents, because he was getting annoyed, like, bring your parents, where are your parents? And then she tried to take him outside the water, the older sister, and then she said the guy just like dunked, like grabbed the boy and just like dunked him
That is
in the
crazy.
water.
What is it with these people? Like, there's no sanity in this world
And then
anymore.
they reported it to the police, and then the grown man had already disappeared.
What?
Um,
Oh wait, I think I know where this is. This is like a 5-star hotel. Yeah, this is like
Which
the
hotel?
infinity pool at a 5-star hotel. I think it's a hotel
Yeah.
Naru.
so they're trying to still find this man.
Oh, they didn't find him yet.
No, because he just disappeared. So
What?
that's why they're reporting it. But they're trying to find this guy.
That's attempted murder
Yeah,
to some
literally.
extent.
So yeah,
What?
crazy. I think actually this might be like an actual statistic. They say more crimes actually happen like in the summer months.
Really, because people
Just get very
agitated.
the hot weather just does
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose your temper.
You lose your temper, exactly.
Right.
And people just make bad decisions.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I remember myself hanging out with my friends, and then some of like when I was like small and like my body wasn't that big. Like the big guys used to do those like jokes on me when we were at the swimming pool, and
Yeah.
then I almost got traumatized with swimming because of that, because they were like, they literally don't let you out for like X amount of seconds, and
Yeah.
you think you're gonna die, and you're like struggling inside. So
Are you good at swimming?
I can do survival swimming.
Survival
Yeah.
swimming. Because I know quite a few people actually, it surprised me, like when they're grown adults, they're like, I never learned how to swim. And I'm just like, oh really? Like,
Yeah.
it's just one of those skills. Like, I feel like everyone should.
But also I don't understand, because like, don't you just naturally get how to swim? Like if you're in the
you have
water,
to learn.
you can just do that and you can float, and then
Oh, you can
do
float, but actually like swimming, that's
you
different.
can dog swim, and then that's how dogs swim, right? If you just throw a dog, I'm not saying I'm gonna throw a dog into the
I don't
water.
know, let's
but
ask, like, do you guys did you just learn naturally, or your parents taught you, or did you actually have swimming
But like
lessons? Because
the
I did.
the weird thing is, like, some people, if you throw them in the water, they literally just sink because they're like and they just don't get it. But if you just stay calm and like try to use your limbs and your hands,
But you have to learn. You have to
Really?
learn. I had proper actual lessons. My mom made me do everything when I was a kid, like especially before I went to the UK. I
Yeah.
had ballet, taekwondo, ice skating,
Yeah.
swimming.
Okay.
Like
wow, elite.
yeah, she made me do everything. Obviously, like instruments, violin, piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like swimming was really intense for me. Like, they would make us swim like 50 laps up and down, and I would like hate. It would like be so physically like. I would be wanting to throw up afterwards.
Yeah,
I would be like crying, like, I don't want to do this, Amma.
Yeah.
And then one time like, I had to like go in with pajamas because they was to practice like actual drowning. Be like, what is it like to swim in the water with your clothes?
Yeah.
And all this stuff. It was intense.
Yeah. I think I got swimming classes too at some point when I was in the States, but I don't really remember like learning swimming, and I still know how to, like, if you just look at someone who's doing freestyle and you try to imitate it, like that's how you just do it, But if you throw dogs into the pool or like the water, they just they naturally know. They've never been into the water ever since they're born, but they just naturally.
Yeah, not everyone knows how to swim. You see, I don't know how to swim because I was never taught. I almost drowned, but a friend saved me. Lol.
Yeah.
One of my exes, like from years ago,
Yeah.
he could not swim, and he was like he was kind of insecure about it, and so he was like, "But I really do want to like know how to."
I think it's a mental problem, honestly. Like
Yeah.
the fact that you're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna
Yeah,
sink.
and
I'm
then
gonna
you get
drown.
scared of the
I'm gonna
water.
drown, and then that's when you freak out and you can't control your body. But like, I think the point is like you just need to stay calm and just think, and then you'll probably be able to swim. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Chani was a swimming instructor, right?
Oh yes, Chan from Ramen and Chill series. He
Yeah.
was a swimming instructor. I've heard those like, this is what I've heard from hearsay. You know what they say about personal trainers? you know,
Oh, and swimming instructors.
Yeah. But especially swimming instructors, especially if you're teaching like adults, like fully grown women.
Yeah.
They go because they like getting touched by the fit young swimming instructor. And because with swimming you have to like, you know, there's a lot of touching involved.
Yeah, you're
first
naked,
you're naked, like you're like in swimming costume and you're in the water.
Yeah.
And they have to like correct your posture and like tell you how to like move your limbs. So there's like a lot of touching involved. I hear a lot of like ajumas,
old women
old women like going to, you know,
well-built guys are half naked and they're touching them, and you know, and it extends from that. They usually end up like being a partner or whatever. Yeah, and that's the negative stereotype upon like swimming instructors and personal trainers and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I mean, this reminded me for some reason, but you know all the Singles Inferno season 3 guys?
Yeah.
Like the one who was like firefighter and like Wanik, and they're all constantly, always on Instagram Live now. All the time. Yeah.
What are
that
they
is
doing?
like that's what they're doing now. That is like their job. He quit his firefighter Kungwon job.
Oh, I think you told me.
Yeah. And
is he earning money on Instagram Live? How does he?
TikTok Live. They make huge amounts on TikTok Live.
Okay.
Yeah, huge.
I think you've been saying that for like every week. You should try TikTok Live too then.
Yeah, so maybe. And the other news related to weather, the final one, there was some sort of marathon organized in, where was this?
What is it with this news today? What?
I don't know where it was. But like 28 people like passed away from dehydration. Hanam. It was like in the evenings now it's like 30 degrees Celsius, but because it's so humid, it still feels like it's like 35 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, guys. I'm sorry. It's just very hot.
Wait, passed out, not passed away.
Did I say passed away?
Yeah.
Oh no, passed out.
And then you laughed. I was like, what's
not passed away, passed out from dehydration.
I was like, what?
19 of them had to be transported to hospital because they were doing, obviously you can't do a marathon during the daytime because it's too, but so they tried to organize this at night.
Yeah, you kind of have to be crazy to do a marathon in this weather.
This weather, and so apparently like 4,000 people showed up or something, and it's like, when it's already hot, but when like a group of people are running tightly packed together, the temperature feels even hotter. Yeah. And yeah, people running outside in this weather without air conditioning, I just think is insane.
I tried playing tennis.
There wasn't enough water provided, they say.
Yeah, even a tennis match, you don't even run around that much, and I almost felt like I was passing out.
Yeah, and people were saying, the witnesses who were there, they were like, we just like witnessed people just like literally just collapsing, so many onto the floor.
Oh my gosh, like these people have to be crazy to do that.
Yeah. And so they were saying, they weren't well prepared for this kind of event. There wasn't enough water, wasn't enough like rest stops, and it was just very dark, and too many people turned up.
I just think like in this weather, they should cancel these marathon events. Like it's just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you run a marathon before?
No, and like I only like running at the gym where there's full on air conditioning.
Weak.
I can't do it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, from this week it's going to be fine. It's going to get colder now. I can't wait for autumn, honestly.
They are crazy.
They are crazy, and apparently Korea is one of the cities in the world that's just with the impact of global warming, is getting hotter way faster than everywhere else.
Yeah.
And because our infrastructure in Seoul is just a lot of concrete and asphalt and like just buildings, there's not enough like green space.
It just captures the heat.
Yeah, the heat doesn't escape.
It deflects from each other and then it intensifies.
Yeah, it just feels like a sauna.
Yeah.
But also, I cannot wait for autumn, and because can I just do nail cam really quickly? It has a bow.
If you happen to come to Korea during the summer, there's one place you should never go to, which is Daegu.
Yes.
Daegu is never like a good place.
It's known as the city of like.
It's called Africa.
Yeah.
Africa, because it's like Daegu plus Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Africa's actually that hot. I've never been there, but.
But I really want to do autumn nails. I like just like the clothing also, because everyone in the summer we just wear like t-shirts and shorts. Nobody looks like that stylish. I feel like
Yeah, how can you be stylish in this weather?
Yeah, it's just shorts and whatnot.
That's why that's what I like so much about Singapore when I was staying there, because then nobody, like, no shade, but not a lot of people just care about their appearance that much because it's so hot.
It's so hot. You just like whatever's the most comfortable. You just
Yeah,
wear.
yeah. That's great.
Yeah, but it's like with winter, autumn, you can get a lot more stylish. Yeah, looking outfits and stuff.
Rachel, thank you for the 5. Hi, Dana. Dana, can I get some well wishes? I was in the ER yesterday. Oh no, what happened? I could use some positive vibes. Whoa.
Why were you there?
Don't go to the ER. I mean, I'm pretty sure you didn't want to, but like, yeah.
What happened?
What happened? Did you pass away too? Pass out too?
I didn't say pass away.
You said pass away. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you recover.
Yes, recover quickly.
Everybody's going to the hospital. Like Anna's going for COVID, and yeah, health is the most important thing. So
Yeah,
get
really.
well. I've been realizing that nowadays. So yeah, going back to the gym, eating healthy, getting more sleep, stress, mental health is also very important too. All of those factors. So take care of yourselves, guys. Rachel, you too, especially. Yeah, I'm in Texas. It's hot. I bet it is hot because a month ago it was hot.
Yeah. Okay, so next news. This was pretty big news. The cocaine.
Cocaine.
Cocaine news.
Oh no.
This
what's
was
happening?
insane. I'm gonna translate in real time.
Yeah.
But it was the biggest cocaine seize in Korea
Oh
until
my
now.
gosh. What's happening?
It was
to
60
Korea?
kilograms worth of cocaine.
60 kilograms.
Yeah, and
That's
it
an
was
elephant.
Yeah, it's an elephant, and it was a Canadian group of people. They're like bringing it into Korea.
Canadian.
Canadian.
Canadians do drugs?
Yeah.
I thought they were the most nice people in the world.
So Canada, yeah, it's a gang, criminal gang.
What?
55, one of them, and 27. 55 is like the distributor. 27 is like the 판매책,
Okay.
like the seller. They were arrested, obviously.
What?
They were bringing cocaine in terms of like liquid form, and then you can turn it into the actual stuff once it's
Oh.
in the country.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like properly like Breaking Bad, like this kind of.
Look at that amount. Oh my
It was
gosh.
1,000. 이거 얼마야? 1,800.
180 billion won.
Wow, 180 billion won. Yeah.
That's a lot. Whatever that
So,
number is in
yeah.
USD, that's a lot.
Yeah, and 200만 명이 동시에 투약할 수 있는 양. So how much is that?
That's like 2 million.
2 million people can
Yeah.
do this. Is that 2 million people can do this amount of cocaine? So it's a
What?
lot.
They even have a brand.
Yeah.
It said UN over
UN.
here.
Yeah.
What?
That's just a lot of drugs.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Some drug lord somewhere is very mad right now.
It's a big seize.
Yeah, someone got killed probably
yeah.
within the mafia or the gang.
Yeah. Apparently, A said from Canada, he has a big, like he's like one of the big players, I guess, that can distribute. And he was like, oh, we can earn a lot of money in Korea. You should go. And so he went. Yeah, so they turned this liquid form into powder once it's in Korea. And
What?
it's very all like high operation stuff.
And there's a factory in Gangwon-do.
Yeah, it's a
drug
factory.
factory.
It's a huge factory, actually.
What?
Yeah. So if they were party making, this could have made so much money. So much
Yeah.
money. All cash. You know, it's like drug
Wow,
business.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's kind of hot though.
Okay. And you know, like in terms of like hard drugs, cocaine is kind of known to be like rich people's. It's already kind of expensive compared to most
Really?
other drugs. Yeah.
Okay.
But in Korea, I just hear, drugs. The prices of drugs in Korea is just like 3 times, 5 times more than what you would buy it for in other countries, because
Yeah.
it's all like imported and
And very illegal too.
very illegal. There's a high risk, so it's like extremely expensive.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. So they do the poor people stuff like meth.
Like meth.
From China.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's insane. And so this was really big news. Yeah. Big C's.
Stay away from that, guys. It's never good. Rachel, thank you. Please do a birthday live. We can have a party, a pizza party. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Have you watched like Breaking Bad? Or...
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's really good, right?
Yeah.
And like that kind of narcos.
Oh,
This kind of.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to some bright, positive news.
Shall we talk about the Tetonam thing? This
Yeah,
has been
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
This is like a really funny like
I didn't understand this. Like, please
meme going
please
around in like
explain it for
Korean
me.
communities. So tetonam,
Yeah.
it's short for like guy who's like very like alpha testosterone.
Testosterone,
So okay,
yeah.
some of his traits are what his interests are is like football, like personal finance, real estate, investing,
That's me,
stocks,
but I'm not a
sports.
testosterone.
He goes to the gym and he like does weights.
Oh, okay.
He obviously hangs around with other like he has a group of guys that he hangs around with. He's simple. He's like positive. He's just like very like you know, like cutthroat. Like you know, doesn't think too much. He's like masculine. His ideal type is like a girl who's like has big boobs and just pretty. Is just like really simple. Like
Yeah.
okay, that's like the typical like what they describe a tetonam.
Okay.
And egennam is like
So-
someone who a guy but he has a lot of estrogen. So someone who's like slightly more feminine. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
His interests are like fashion, like YouTube, drawing, kind of like minor like indie kind of music maybe. 전시회 like what is that? Exhibitions. 꿀 빠는 직종엔 알바에서 자주 출몰. How would you?
Very easy jobs. And like
Easy jobs and like kind
part-time.
of part-time temporary jobs.
Like cafe baristas, probably.
he
I'm not
doesn't-
saying it's easy, but like just, you know.
He doesn't have too many like guy friends that he hangs out on the regular, but he does have a lot of girls that he hangs around with a lot.
Yeah.
He's sensitive and he doesn't like working out. This is what they say. So it's like really just like typical, stereotypical like alpha male guy and like kind of I guess beta male.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's a guy who has a lot of estrogen.
Why are they even like categorizing this suddenly? All of a sudden.
I have no idea. Somebody drew a cartoon describing like a tetonam and like estrogen guy.
Yeah.
And
there's even a guide for how to look attractive
no,
to.
so this is apparently what like these are what the testosterone guys like. Girls who
Okay.
dress like this, like
Okay.
you know, kind of like feminine
Sexy.
clothes, like sexy, like fits on the body. Well, apparently estrogen guys like it's like more girl crush kind of girls who look slightly more like they look so like 멋있어, like
Yeah.
like
Hip, vintage.
hipster, yeah. Girls who
strong.
have slightly more like you know kind of more
Character.
masculine kind
Yeah.
of vibes. And so I just found this hilarious.
Oh, and you have to become a mom for a egenam?
Yeah,
Egenam?
estrogen guy.
Estrogen guy. You become a mom when you date him, and you're
Soy boys, yeah.
What's a soy boy?
That's like another term for like you know these kind of softy guys, right? Yeah, they said that because the estrogen guys they don't have so much testosterone.
Yeah.
They when somebody is dressed really feminine, overly feminine, they might like find that like 부담스러워, like slightly like a burden. They like the kind of girl crush.
Yeah.
These kind of styles apparently. Yeah, I just found this funny, and obviously people in the communities are just like kind of like finding this hilarious too. Like this is too like basic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very basic.
Yeah, it's very basic.
I've never heard of this term before.
But you can understand with the premise of like the alpha, like really those kind of guys. It's kind of like TF, MBTI. I'm talking about MBTI once again, but
Take a shot, everybody. I know it. Someone was prepared. Someone was waiting for that today. When would it come? So let's mark this. This is like the 42-minute mark. Yeah. She held on long enough for today. Yeah.
yeah. Which do I like, Anna? I mean, I'm pretty. I think you can guess which one I'm gonna like.
Tito.
Oh yeah, the testosterone guys,
Yeah.
like guys who work out.
Basically gorillas.
Just be like
Yeah.
slightly more manly. If the guy is too sensitive, because I'm like I said, I'm quite masculine as well for a girl as well. If they're too sensitive and too in their thoughts, then I find that a little bit hard to get on. Can I borrow your MacBook charger?
Yeah.
Yes, but there are some girls clearly who are different to me. There are definitely girls who like the more soft type guys. They can't
Soft
deal with
boy.
the hard kind of cold.
I think in Korea, most of the girls, I think, yeah, more than like, you know, it's good to be like fit, but not a lot of girls like buff. You know,
No, it's more about the personality types.
it's
of
more
the
about
alpha.
fashion, I think, here.
But
Girls like well-dressed guys more than like buff.
but the
dudes.
buff is getting more into the mainstream.
I don't think
It is.
so.
It really is.
Nah,
Yeah.
I've never seen a girl that likes like Hulk type of
Not
people.
Hulk, but especially with since like Physical 100 on Netflix.
They
and,
like
body
they like
profile.
Singles Inferno kind of
That's
slim
already pretty
slim buff, but they don't like physical 100 kind of guys. Yeah, that's what I see.
I do.
She's from the West. So.
I like muscles,
'Cause when-
but it's more about like what I'm talking about is like the more the character of these guys.
Yeah,
Because those guys, the T guys, the testosterone guys, they're likely more gonna be more like cold and like
no,
like yeah, they are.
testo guys are described as gorillas here. They're like stupid. They're brain dead. They only care about like their muscle, and they only like soccer, and like they're simple tons and like.
But they like investing real estate. They like getting money, and like that's what they care about.
Okay.
Yeah. So they can be slightly more like cold, hot, like towards their girlfriends and whatnot. Whereas like the softy guys, they're gonna be way more like caring.
Yeah.
That kind of type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. People around me, I think they like egging them a little bit more because I think like 9 out of 10 girls I meet, they're always focused on whether he does skincare, whether he dresses well, whether he smells good, and whether he has a sense of humor, and whether they can hang out and go to like exhibitions and cute places and cafes. Other than like, and then like soccer and all that shit. So yeah.
Everyone
I
has
think
a
in
type.
Korea it's a little bit different.
Everyone has a type, yeah. So Anna likes to be ignored. No, I don't. No, I don't. If they ignore me, it's like goodbye. No, you have
Oh
to-
yes, the swimmer's body. I think people think that's ideal. Yeah, muscly, toned, and lean. Yeah. Did you see
Chandler
Rain?
says, I want a man who can pick me up and put me down.
Pick you up and put you down? Like that?
But do you mean that like literally in the literal sense? Like, or like put me down as in like put you in your place? Kind of like tell you off kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm not feeling too well actually.
Why?
No, because I was drinking yesterday, but like the
Not
coffee's
COVID, right?
yeah, not I'm like, in terms of my physical, but it's just like yeah, slightly still hungover. I'm feeling it. Okay, this was kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys know about this. North Korea is actually opening again to international tourism starting this winter.
Who's gonna go there?
So they're actually opening, but towards the end of 2024, after 5 years, it completely sealed the country's borders, obviously due to COVID and all that. Now, tour companies with connections to North Korea have announced they're going to open tours.
Yeah.
Beijing-based Koryo Tours and Shenyang-based KTG Tours both made separate online announcements. So they're going to officially resume in December 2024.
Can you meet Kim Jong-un?
No, you can't. You can't. And
If that's the case, I might consider. We can't. South
we
Koreans
can't.
cannot.
We cannot.
Yeah, foreigners can.
About 100 Russian tourists were allowed into North Korea earlier this year, traveling via a North Korean-owned plane from Russia. United States passports are not valid for travel to or into North Korea unless they are specially validated by the U.S. Department of State. The department classifies North Korea as level 4, do not travel. But yeah, maybe the other countries can, with slightly less less
try
tensions.
it out, guys. Like, when will you ever go to like a North Korea?
Would you go if you if you guys were given the opportunity to go? Would you go?
I wouldn't, but I know some guys that have been to North Korea, and you go and all you see is like a facade, like a you know, they have like a set tour.
Yeah.
They take you to places
Yeah.
and only the flashy parts, which aren't even flashy. So it's kind of funny.
I've seen already some YouTubers and TikTokers being like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go. Would you guys like if you like smash the like button? I will. If you give me a certain number of likes, I will go into North Korea and film content and all this stuff." So.
Yeah. So there are already vlogs about like North Korea out there. There's like I saw a subway vlog from North Korea, and it was very interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
Looks like Russia, kind of.
Yeah, but yeah, all of that is a facade. Like what you see in Pyongyang, the capital, that's it. Like the other parts of like real North Korea, it's like there was like some massive flood recently or something.
There's always something. There's
Massive
famine
flood.
there. There's
Yeah,
COVID.
the actual real
flood.
people locals living there is like not a good situation.
Yeah,
Really.
why would you go to North Korea? I don't understand.
content creators will go for
Yeah,
the,
only for
the
them.
views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's no reason like to spend your own precious time and money to go to North Korea. I don't know.
I had Pyongyang noodles the other day, and that's gonna be in my vlog.
Ugh.
I like Pyongyang noodles.
Ugh.
There's a certain charm to
Tastes
it.
like nothing.
So this is like, we know we have naengmyeon, which is like cold noodles we eat, so like especially in the summer. I like naengmyeon, but it's like very usually like spicy. It's like very full of flavor. It punches. But Pyongyang noodles, comes from North Korea. It's like very stripped back, bland, modest tasting. There's like a
I'm just telling you, it tastes like nothing.
it's like a pork and beef broth kind of meant to be, but it's like in terms of, if you compare it to most South Korean food, it's like very bland. But
Just
some people
expect-
really
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I don't understand. Just expect drinking water or something like that. A little bit of vinegar in, but I can't even do just 그냥 냉면, cold noodles.
Really, you don't like it?
I don't understand why people eat it. Yeah.
I like naengmyeon. Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to good places where the broth is good, then it's okay. Like sweet, kind of like they put in like pears and apple syrup inside. Then it's okay. But just the vinegary ones taste like bleh.
What about bibim naengmyeon?
It's a little bit better.
It's better.
A little
yeah.
bit better, but it doesn't. It does definitely like cool you down during the summer.
My mom, when she was pregnant with me,
Yeah.
pregnant women get like certain cravings.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
some become obsessed with some food.
Yeah.
She was like towards the third trimester, she was obsessed with naengmyeon. And she was like, that was all I would want to eat.
Yeah.
And she had me. My birthday's on May 30th, and apparently in 1994, that year, that summer was like outrageously hot.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You are a bitch to like push out." Like she was like, "I was stuck in labor for hours. You would
Oh.
not come out, and it was like so hot. I was dying. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why is she not coming out?" Like, I think I had to be in the end like an emergency C-section because she tried
Oh,
to give
no.
like naturally birth to me. I was just like something wrong, either how I was like placed upside down, or so they were like, "You have to do a C-section."
Yeah.
So she's like, "Yeah, you are a bitch to come out." I was like hating it.
Are you gonna go for lunch after this?
Yeah.
Can we get? I want cold noodles now.
It's good. I
Not
like
naengmyeon.
naengmyeon.
I want the Japanese buckwheat noodles.
Buckwheat noodles, soba.
Soba.
Yeah.
Those are good. Am I?
Yeah, David's
Betraying my
buying me
country?
lunch today.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Why?
Because last week I always buy you drinks.
Oh,
and then
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yes. But yeah, the North Korean noodles, like Taeyang from Big Bang, he really likes it. He says after he eats that, he even puts like rice in the broth and like eats it like that, which I can't imagine doing.
I mean, it's a challenge. If you come to Korea and you want to try something very weird, out of the norm, try North Korean noodles. Yeah, there's a very famous one in Gongdeok. It's actually the most famous one.
What's it called?
No.
That's in Dongdaemun.
No, it's
I
like
went to a pretty famous
it's
one.
the most 울밀대.
I've never heard of it.
울밀대. It's the most famous Pyongyang noodles. There's one in Gangnam too.
Yeah, there's loads of famous ones. Like, yeah, the one I went to, it was like packed full of people. You'll see in the vlog coming up soon. Packed full of people, and it was like Michelin guide like for several years.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I'm here just for me, like just for one. And that's kind of not common in Korea to go out to eat. If it's like a Subway or a McDonald's, or like if you go to a cafe, eating by yourself is fine. But this kind of restaurant, it was like packed full of people, and I was just like, 한명이요, and I was just like, okay. And I also had to film, so I had my DJI camera, and they were like, there was like no like just like one person table, so they were like, you're gonna have to share with somebody. So there was like an ajashi in front of me, and I just sat here, and there's like a group of guys, like 4 guys, they were like talking. And they were like speaking in like Korean, but like speaking in English half the time as well. So I was like, oh, they can understand what I'm doing. So I was like, I mean, but I've been doing vlogging and like doing YouTube like for a long time by this point. So I'm just like, I don't care. So I set up the camera in front of me, and they're all like, everyone's like staring at me like, what is she doing? And I even had like the mic, and like because it was so loud in the restaurant, like even just having it here, they were not gonna hear it.
Yeah.
So I had to like put it close to my mouth and like talk, and then everyone was just like, what is this kwanjong? Yeah, what on earth is she doing?
Yeah.
I don't care. But yeah,
I
so
don't
that's
care
coming up in
nowadays
the
either.
vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I really like the noodles. So you should try it, guys, if you're in Korea, because I think this was one of those foods also, like where else in the world can you try this? North Korean noodles. It's really where else you want to get this. So I really recommend.
Oh, speaking of North Korean though, let me just do a good deed for my friend. Because my friend, this is very interesting. Let me just borrow 3 minutes.
Okay.
So, he's my elementary school friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was my only friend during elementary school
Aw.
because I was bullied because I was from the
Aw.
States. People thought I was like an
Aw.
alien or whatever.
Yes.
We were the ones that were at the way back of the classroom and we drew like Pokemon together and like, you know, all that kind of
Aw.
stuff. And then we didn't talk to each other for like, I don't know, 20 years or something. Because like I came to Seoul. I went to a different school, different region, and then I came to Seoul for college. And I never caught up.
How did you even stay in touch? 'Cause-
We didn't stay in touch.
yeah, there's no way, especially at that age.
Yeah, and then
There's no social
I
media.
guess there was my number has never changed. So then he found it through like Facebook and then like Instagram, and then he was always like subtly following me. And then I made a video randomly about like this startup hub in Gongdeok because I got paid to like make it. And then he saw that and he was like wondering what he should do with his life. And then he was like, I kind of like cooking and food. So he went into that startup hub and became like a food startup. And then he married a woman, and the girl's grandma is from North Korea, and she had a secret recipe on making North Korean dumplings.
Ooh.
So they developed that recipe, and then they made a whole story and branding behind it.
Oh.
And then the Seoul government thought it was actually very unique, and they
Yeah.
funded them. So they gave him like seed money, and it was like, I don't know, like 30,000 or something like that. And they set up a small store, restaurant in Hapjeong, which is like right next to Hongdae. And then he suddenly contacted me after like 15 years or something. And he's
Wow.
like, he told me this story. I saw your video, and then I got into the startup hub. I got a fund, and now I put up a small shop in Hapjeong. I would like to
Wow.
invite you to come and like actually
Yeah.
eat. And then I went. It was really, really good. And I was like, wow, I'm super impressed. Apparently that North Korean dumpling, dumpling soup, it's like a very, very special broth.
Take me. We can film content.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? And after 6 months or something, it became a Michelin.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name?
It's
So do they only sell dumplings or other stuff?
there's
like
only
noodles?
one menu. And there's like cold noodles too, like
Yeah.
red cold noodles.
Yeah.
But there's the main is like the North Korean dumpling soup.
Really? Okay, I want to
Yeah.
try. I want to
It's
try.
very small. It's like a little izakaya kind of theme.
Because I heard about North Korea, because when I went to my restaurant, the other
Uh-huh.
stuff was, because I only just got one bowl of noodles because it was just me. I didn't
Yeah.
want to order too much food, but I did hear like North Korean dumplings is like made with like tofu and like, I don't know if it has meat inside.
Yeah.
I heard it's quite good.
Uh-huh.
So
See,
yeah,
so
take me. Mipildam.
it's called mipirdam. See, it's on the Michelin guide now.
Okay, that's really good for your
Yeah,
friend.
it looks like it's a very small store. It's like maybe has 6 seats or something. But
Mipildam.
yeah, so if you want to check it out, I'm just plugging this in for my friend.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we can go. I can make
Yeah.
a reel.
Yeah, this is the North Korean soup.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, it's a little store, and they have like cold red noodles.
They
Yeah.
have meat and stuff.
Yeah, all this.
Oh,
kind
the
of stuff.
pancake looks good.
I think they added meat, bibimbap, and they sell like these little chansur. We call these chansur. Chansur is like one glass of
Oh, those are the
alcohol.
dumplings. Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah, it's actually very good.
Yeah.
So I took Jin there, and he was very impressed too. And my friend and his wife just work every day over there. Oh, there he is. There
That's
he
your
is.
friend?
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, well, why is this going to a
So
bank?
that's crazy that the fact that you guys got in touch after all this
Yeah.
time.
Oh, I'm. He's probably embarrassed of me showing this right now.
I mean, it's
but-
also crazy that you haven't changed your number in that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, take me.
Anyways, yeah, that's a very big success story. So
Mm.
if you're in the Hapjeong area, if you ever go there and look up Mipirdam or go to the Michelin Guide, and you'll probably see it over there, and you can visit it. So I'm very, very happy for him.
That's really good.
So I think nowadays they line up.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Why eat North Korean food but not actually venture into North Korea? Someone's asking. First of all, it's not allowed for us, South Koreans. We can't just wander into North Korea whenever we want. It's not allowed. And there's obviously a strict border. I don't know if you have seen pictures of the DMZ, but there's, loads of military there.
Mm.
We can't just wander in.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, when I first went, he was like, "Oh, it's all on the house," because like I'm the one that indirectly got him there because he saw the government program and stuff, and he wanted to thank me, and that's how he like reached out to me. Like, it needs some like courage to reach out to a friend that you haven't been talking
Spoken,
to like
yeah,
for
in-
15 years and stuff. So I was like, wow, very delighted to see him all married and
So
all.
when did
and
you go?
Like a couple of months ago,
Oh,
I
okay.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, we should go and then we can promote it. Yeah, on our Instagram and stuff. Yeah.
David, can you post the address? Yeah, I'll post the address in the chat. Go and tell them that you've been introduced by David, David Kim.
So he's married.
Yes.
Aw.
Yes. Yeah. So,
Well,
anyways.
David, when are you getting married? You like, maybe your friends around you are getting already married.
I don't know. Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Man, this is making me hungry. Yeah, let's go for lunch after this.
Yeah, I put it in the chat. So that's the Michelin Guide site. There's a address over there, so you can copy and paste.
Okay. What should we talk about? Okay, I thought this was hilarious. Let's do this. I don't know, guys, if you know, those of you in the US, Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning is banned in South Korea, and it will get taken out of your luggage if you try to bring it in. And the reason for this is because it contains poppy seeds. It contains poppy seeds in this. It's dried onion, sesame, dried garlic, poppy seeds, sea salt flakes, blah blah blah. It's gained a cult-like following. I don't know the seasoning. Maybe it's really good.
Is it because of the poppy seeds?
It's because of poppy seeds.
They make you high?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, you can maybe turn it into like a substance, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, because it's related to like opioids.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it comes from the opioid
Yeah,
red
right.
flour. According to the U.S. Embassy, yeah, you could get fines, blah blah blah. Okay, that's reasoning. There's a scientific reality because the relation to opium. That's why.
Yeah.
While poppy seeds themselves don't contain opiates, they can be contaminated during the harvesting process. The contamination would come by way of the poppy plant's milky fluid, which does contain opiates. And since contamination levels can vary, it's difficult to track the amount of narcotics that might end up being carried by affected seeds. And apparently, if you have this seasoning, it could, and you get like a random drug test, you could get suddenly tested like
What?
positive. So that's like that's what I've read. Yeah.
That's crazy. I think maybe if you
Yeah,
drink
you can
up that
fail.
whole bottle.
You can fail a drug test after consuming poppy seed products. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see this news a while ago, and then people were getting random searches with their luggage because of this.
Is
And
it good seasoning?
They had no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like who puts that much effort into bagels anyways? It's just a bagel. Just put some Costco, what do you call it? That Kraft strawberry thing on it, spread on it, and then just eat
I
it.
want to try it. I don't know this everything but bagel seasoning.
Yeah, apparently it was a huge trend, and then a lot of Korean people just bought it in bulk, and they got caught in the airport because it was drugs they were smuggling. And then on the side there's like 2 million worths of
cocaine being smuggled into the
and
country.
they're catching poppy seeds in the counter. That's crazy.
This is important. Yeah.
That's crazy.
What about lemon poppy seed muffins? I love lemon poppy seed muffins. I remember I used to
what?
have them. Have you ever tried?
No.
Lemon but poppy seed like muffin. I love it. It's so good. So good.
You did drugs?
It's not drugs.
uh,
I love anything lemony, to be honest.
Angela, thanks for purchasing the newbie bag and the hologram diary on Piroso. Appreciate it. And yeah,
Okay.
I will not stand for this bagel slander. Hey, bagels are bagels. Like, bread is bread. How far and good can bread get? It's just bread.
The perfect lemon poppy seed muffin is like fluffy and moist inside, and then
Yeah.
it's like you have bits of the seed,
Yeah.
and I love like lemon on the icing on top. It's so good. Oh my god, it making me like crave one right now. Anyway, okay, next one.
Clearly, you have not tasted Montreal bagels.
Is it better than New York bagels?
Bagels are bagels,
No,
guys.
don't be a hater. Anyway, next one is I saw this on Reddit and I thought it was
Okay.
what we bus driver receives a complaint about his appearance being too ugly, like an official filed complaint.
Wow.
Yeah. Minwon.
Korea.
They demanded that they hire handsome drivers.
What?
기사가 많이 못생겼다 외모적으로. Like someone actually filed a complaint saying the bus driver is way too ugly.
Why does a bus driver have to be?
Please pick a better looking bus driver. And then he says after that he obviously like that really knocked his confidence.
And is this the guy?
That's the guy.
He's not even that ugly.
Yeah, he's just like a normal dude.
Yeah.
He's just a normal dude.
His eyes are a little bit centered, but like other than that, like there's nothing wrong about him.
Yeah. And
he actually looks decent. Like if he was on 나는 솔로, I think he'd be popular.
yeah, exactly the type of person that you would see on
나는
나는 솔로.
솔로.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly. Why?
no.
Why? What are you about
I'm not
to
making
say?
fun of him.
He's
but
just a very average guy.
Yeah, he would be on 나는
그게
솔로.
왜?
I think it's just funny that we agree. Like he's the 나는 솔로
Yeah,
type
it's
of
really
guy.
typical. He said in this comment here, he's like, people were like accusing me saying that this was fake. He was like, no, but this is actually real, and he still has like the official filed complaint in his office. So he was like, this is like a very much real thing.
Yeah, if you like kind of like, blur your eyes and see him, he kind of looks like Jimin too. I'm sorry. I don't want to get canceled.
Don't get canceled.
But like 0.0001 second, like I have bad eyesight, guys. Okay, I'm trying to just make this guy feel better after saying the 나는 솔로.
But even in the Korean communities, they're saying like this is just like this is not like normal though. This is not happen on the daily. It's just like a random psycho Karen probably decided to just whatever. Like people with way too much time.
Yeah,
it's
they're
just actually
psychos.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Stupid people.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even look horrible. Just a normal Korean guy doing his
he's an
work and
average
minding
Joe,
his business.
Right? That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
Trader Joe.
Okay. Okay. He looks kind, poor guy. Yeah. But like I said, like it's just ridiculous. Like this does not happen on the daily. I know, like Korea's known for like beauty standards, blah blah blah. But this is not like a really daily occurrence thing. Like no.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
people
crazy.
do not
that
care
people
about
are-
what bus drivers look like.
Yeah, what has Korea become? Why are they so focused on appearance? I just don't really understand. Do you ever think this lookism trend is going to go down ever? Like, will our future generation not care about it that much, or is it going to be?
It's not just Korea though. Everywhere in the world, people appreciate beautiful people. It's everywhere.
Not to this level.
Okay, like to restore our faith in humanity. The other thing I saw on Reddit, this guy who's I guess a visitor to Korea, she was like, he or she, I don't know, said, "Women in the subway gave me money."
Oh, I need to be in the subway. Like,
I
more
make
often.
this post to share a funny experience I had and also ask people who live here their opinion on why this happened. So for context, I just arrived in Korea less than a week ago, and the story happened today when I arrived in Busan and I took the metro.
Busan represent.
It was a little. It was a little bit crowded, but some priority seats were still free, so I took one. After a few stations, it started to get more crowded, and I saw an old woman entering while there was no seat left for her, so I got up to let her my place. She seemed maybe a little bit surprised while I made hand gestures, making her understand that I was giving her my seat, and then thanked me and then sat at my place. Then after 1 or 2 stations, she got out her wallet and handed me a 5,001 bill. That's like, what?
$3.
$3. I was so confused and embarrassed. I refused several times, but then it dropped on my side, so I had to pick it up. And she refused to take it back. After that, she just left. My thoughts about it. I have very little knowledge about Korean culture, but I know that historically it was influenced by Buddhism. I know the concept of karma, which in our Western mind states that good action will lead to good things happening to individuals. I also thought about the importance of money, which seems to be a huge indicator of success.
Why does
here.
Buddhism come out from there?
I don't know. That's just his opinion. And then people in the comments were just being like, oh, she just gave you like yongdon, like a little allowance to
that's
show
the
kindness.
Most plausible theory.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, thank you for doing that. Like, it's just like a,
Yeah.
old people do that all the time. Yeah.
Maybe he thought of Buddhism because he said he made a hand gesture. Probably did something like that. And this is what Buddhists do.
Buy yourself a snack with it is what she meant the money for. That was good old kaka money from the granny.
Kaka money, yes. That's the good old kaka money.
Yeah.
That's my snack allowance money.
Yeah.
I miss my kaka money.
But it's just like little experiences like that like makes a whole difference in a trip.
Yeah.
Like if somebody does that kind of thing for you, like that will like really have like you leave with a really good memory.
Right.
Yeah. When I went to Macau, when I went to Macau, and then on the bus you could only pay with either with like exact cash, or you have to have like a certain like transport card that you could only buy. I only had like either the like what's it called, the octopus card, which only works in Hong Kong, not Macau, and so I had no exact cash. So I was like, oh, like what should I do? And then the old lady just behind me, she just like gave me like coins to give to the driver, and that completely like I was just like so touched by this. Yeah, so like little things like that when you travel, it's like I think that will like stick in your mind. Yeah. And you leave with a really nice memory.
Right.
So.
Well, at least he got money and a good memory. Right?
Yeah.
So. Doll baby. Now David, he did not look like Jimin. Okay. Okay, you don't have to send a super chat to say that. I get it. You wanted to prove your point. Well, if this is the way how I can get super chats, I'll trigger more people. Oh, now I get the reverse psychology. They want to scream through the screen, so they send super chats.
Like, how dare you say that?
So I'm gonna trigger more people. Yeah, if you appreciate this stream, send over super chats. Buy me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. Please. PayPals are all good. Thai people greet like that too. Yeah, because like now GD started doing this first in Korea, at least in the media. Like he went to like the red carpets and he started doing this, and then, you know, it's a way to say thank you, right? And a lot of people use. Is it weird if I use this emoji as a thank you in the?
No, people do that all the time.
Yeah, I do that
all
too,
the time.
right?
Yeah.
Like, but then there's like normal people when they go on like TV and stuff, and when they do this to say thank you, Korean people always say that's so cringe. That's like, why are you doing that?
It's not the norm. Like, for example, I once made a video about things that you don't do in Korea, because some of my foreigner friends, when they come to Korea, they think like when you bow to someone, you have to do
No.
Yeah, I was just like, no, that's not a thing.
Yeah, a lot of people think this is cringe if you do this in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you bow to like a Korean adult, then you just bow.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
But bow, make sure the bow is an actual bow. Don't do like.
It's not like a head nod.
That's like rude.
Yeah, you have to properly bow.
Like, you don't have to like bend your back or anything, but just at least go down at like 20 to 30 degrees, not up to like 40 or 50. But do at least this.
Yeah.
But like don't do like, you know, that's like rude. Like, you know, that's like, hey.
I mean, but to be honest, most foreigners, like most Koreans, would not expect them to like know. Like, do you think they can?
No, if you're in Korea, you're gonna read some books before you come and like some information. Yeah. There was one thing I messed up in Japan. I didn't know about, even though it's a neighbor country. I didn't know you weren't supposed to like drink or eat while you're outdoors or walking or in public spaces. I was drinking the whole time when I was like in the subway and like walking around.
In the subway?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really not supposed to in the subway drink or eat anything.
Yeah.
Nobody like stared at you?
A lot of people stared at me.
What were you drinking?
I was drinking just like a bottled thing, and then I was like, gulp, 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 and then these ajashis are staring at me, and I was like, oh, I don't
Ugly
know.
Korean.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I've heard that in Japan, like you really can't, like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that until
But
recently.
especially in the subway. Yeah.
And another thing, in Japan, if you go to a noodle place, you have to slurp, 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 like intentionally.
Yeah, it's the appreciating the sound.
Yeah, you have to be the. You have to make these sounds. You don't have to make them, of course, but it's appreciation towards the chef. Right? It's like, oh, it's yummy. Like these sounds.
When I see anyone eating on the subway, and this is in any country, I find it a little strange.
Eating on the subway is a little bit too
strange.
much. I understand drinking though. You can just drink water.
Yeah, you can drink bottled water, but like some people like full on eat. And some of the crazy things I've seen in London, the London Underground, you know, it's really, London Underground is, first of all, it's like really crowded. Some of the carriages are like a round dome shaped.
Yeah.
So for really tall people, when you're stuck in like just outside the door, you go like this. It's really old. London Underground is like one of the oldest systems in the world. And so I've seen some people bring on like, you know, yogurts. And then they just like take the lid off, and then they're like eating yogurt in the train.
Wait, say
with
yogurt
a spoon.
again?
Yogurt. Which is how we say in the UK, yogurt.
Say it?
Yogurt. You say it like how I'm saying it. Yogurt.
Yogurt.
No, yogurt.
Yogurt.
Why do you sound
You're good. It sounds like you're good. You're good.
yogurt?
Yogurt.
I do not sound like that, guys. He's not sounding like me.
Say it again.
Yogurt.
Yogurt. It's the same.
No,
it's
not.
the same. Do 1, 2, 3.
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
No,
See,
you
it's
sound
the
like,
same.
No,
It's the same. It's literally from every syllable.
He doesn't have ears.
One more time.
Yogurt. No, you sound like Indian or something.
It overlaps 100%. How is that different?
How do Americans say
Yogurt.
yogurt?
Yogurt.
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 Yeah, in the UK you say yogurt.
Okay.
Yogurt pot. Anyway, so I've seen some people eat that, or some people I've seen like eat like full on like McDonald's in the subway, and it smells. It's just like, can you just not wait a little bit until you get home, maybe to do this? You know.
Yeah, it's old.
It's old.
And people have been accustomed to the subway for a long time, so it's like their home. Maybe they live there, actually. Yogurt is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, right? David is right. Yeah, it's the same.
You do not sound like how I'm saying
Yogurt.
yogurt.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. It sounds like the Texas version of you're good. You're good.
Okay, anyway.
Thank you, doll baby, for buying me a pizza and buying me a coffee. Thank you so much.
Okay, last bit of news before we go into sugar update.
Oh, enjoy your coffee without a bagel.
Coffee Meets Bagel is a dating app. It's a really successful dating app that 3 Asian ladies founded in the US. And have you guys heard of Coffee Meets Bagel? Yeah, it's a pretty big dating app. And it's like meant to be extremely, extremely serious. It's not like Tinder. Yeah.
Wait, is yogurt a English word?
What do you mean?
Is yogurt English?
What the fuck does that mean?
Because like Japan has Yakult, right?
It's an English
Yakult
word.
too.
It's an English word.
Is it Japanese? Is it English?
It's English.
Yogurt? I don't know. Suddenly Japan has
The
Yakult. And Korea says
Origin of
yogurt.
the word yogurt.
Yakult. I think it might be.
No,
It's a Turkish
wait,
word.
Wait,
It's Turkish. Okay.
Word yogurt is believed to have come from the Turkish word yogurumak,
Okay.
which means thickened curd, gelée, or caldo. So actually, it's not English.
Wait, why do you spell yogurt with an H?
That's how that's like English spelling.
Like English, British?
Yeah, British.
Oh, really?
Is it? Do you not spell it with an H?
It's Yogurt. Isn't it?
Am I being crazy right now?
Yes, I think you are. Your pronunciation is weird. The spelling is weird.
Okay. Anyway, Turkish.
Oh, say it in French now.
How do you say it in French?
Yogurt.
What's the word in French?
I don't know. I met some French girls
Yogurt
last
in
on
French.
Itaewon, and they were so funny. They were like,
Yaourt. Yes, I actually remember.
they taught me the right way to pronounce everything in
Yaourt.
French, and
Wait,
it was
hold
so
on. Let's
funny.
listen to the
Yaourt.
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 Why does it sound like a cat?
yaourt.
Yaourt. Let's hear the German. I want to hear. German's always the funniest. Yaourt. I think they're gonna be like
German.
Yogurt.
yogurt.
It's not that
Yogurt.
different. Okay. Anyway. So it was Korean Independence Day. Yes, a few days ago on the 15th, and this was kind of like considered rude. So South Korean Foreign Ministry they condemned the Japanese defense minister's tribute at the controversial Yasukuni Shrine,
Yeah.
which Seoul views as glorifying Japan's militaristic past. And they were saying the fact that you decide to celebrate the shrine on Korean Independence Day is saying something. It's a political statement. So the defense minister, he visited the shrine. When Independence Day is when we became liberated from Japan.
Yeah.
In 1945.
Basically, when the U.S. nuked Japan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So our Korean person said the government expresses deep regret over the anachronistic act of Japan's defense minister, who is responsible for Japan's defense and security, visiting the shrine We make it clear that such action can never gain the understanding of neighboring countries that have endured the painful history of foreign invasion.
Yeah,
So it's a very sensitive topic.
Yeah, that's like German people going to Hitler's tomb and then, you know, worshipping him.
But it's always, every year, there's always some K-pop idol that messes up on Independence Day. I think this year I saw on TikTok, it was like Stray Kids. They, on Korean Independence Day itself, they were like recommending Japanese songs, or like he was talking about something about Japan, and he uploaded it, or like on his story, and then he immediately took it down. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I remember like years ago when Girls' Generation, Tiffany, she accidentally uploaded to her story on Korean Independence Day. It was like she uploaded something with the Japanese rising sun flag.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was like, come on. On Independence Day.
That's great.
And she got massively cancelled for that.
This is the Japanese rising sun flag,
Yeah.
and it's the symbol for imperialism, and it's the equivalent of the swastika,
Yeah.
the Nazi flag. So don't use that, guys, even if it looks aesthetic.
I remember, so Tiffany got so cancelled for that. She had to, she was appearing on some, TV show, and she was actually, taken off. And they were like, oh, yeah, she's wanting Komo, and she's like, yeah, typical American. She doesn't know anything about Korean history. And she had to apologize so many times for that. But every year, it's like something happens every year. An idol uploads something on accident, and they have to apologize for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aiden's in the chat. Thank you for the $5, Aiden. Go check out Aiden's content, by the way. He does a lot of good deeds on the streets to old
Who's
harmonies. He's like a content creator that goes around the streets of Seoul and then helps out like grandmas that are selling veggies and stuff. He was on my pod. You'll see him soon.
Okay. He says, please go buy Anna some frozen yogurt.
Yogurt for me.
Anyway.
Yogurt.
Okay, shall we now talk about the Suga update? There wasn't much.
Yeah, let me see if there's
any more recent news that's come up since we started the stream.
Let's go to Suga.
Okay.
Oh, just this one last one before we go to Suga. This was pretty interesting.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I sent you that.
Yes, hold on. Let me get the link.
Yogurt.
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 Frozen yogurt. This one?
Yeah. So this is pretty big news right now. So if you watch the clip, that's a very famous YouTuber. His name is Ukbak, and he does like outdoor kind of activities or like crazy stuff, like countryside life. And then that's his editor, which is a freelancer.
Okay.
And then they were doing like these like skiing down these like countryside slopes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the editor was afraid to do it, and he said like, "Am I gonna get insured, like insurance for this, if I get hurt?" And he actually did get hurt. Like his spine got snapped. Yeah, he got a major injury, and then he filed like for like, work. What do you call it? Hanje? What is hanje? Like when you get injured during work in a work setting, like the company usually compensates you for that. Like they give you insurance.
Yes.
But then he requested that to the YouTuber, but the YouTuber said like, because you're a freelancer, I can't give you any kind of money or like compensation.
What is the legal laws regarding this?
So he actually went to court with this. This is the guy. And for freelancers, it's very like, in the gray. But the court this time ruled in favor of him because he had to go regularly to the office. He's worked a lot and he was paid over minimum wage and he had like all these kind of stuff. So legally he could get the insurance and the money.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy that his spine went like that from
So this YouTuber right now is getting a lot of criticism because like even in the caption here he says like, yeah, I'll definitely like pay for your insurance. He even said that out loud in the video. And he didn't. He didn't give him that money. So this guy's getting a lot of backlash right now. Workers' comp.
Look after your people. That's crazy, and that's really scary that your spine can also snap from just doing that.
Apparently, getting workers' compensation, whatever that is, workers' comp, is very hard in Korea because like I know a friend that works in a TV network, and she has to edit like 24/7, and apparently
Carpal tunnel.
she got like very very severe
Oh.
like wrist damage and stuff. She had to go through surgery and all that, and then she filed for workers' comp, and then the company said we cannot find a logical tie between your work and you getting that.
Really?
Yeah. And they said like, why do your coworkers not get it then? Like if it's the same situations. And then
That is crazy.
she wants to sue the company, but then like in Korean settings, like there's like a lot of power dynamics and like politics within the company, so she feels like she's gonna get like disadvantage if she makes this even a bigger scene. So she didn't get any compensation. She had to go through surgery, and she had to use her legal leaves and vacation to get the surgery and all that. So she's like pissed and stuff, but
Even me, like I feel like my wrist, like here, when after like like editing for several hours, I get like
yeah, me
feel
too.
pain, right?
Me too.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
there anything we can buy to like alleviate some of the wrist
Yeah,
pain?
you have those like, you know, wrist rests.
Yeah. Do you guys know any? Because yeah, after I noticed my this side of my arm gets like in pain after doing. If anyone has any suggestions, I would appreciate.
Yeah, we get a lot of wrist pain.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, sugar.
Finally,
news.
okay, let's go on to Suga.
So the police just released a statement saying he's going to be called in for investigation this week, and they were saying he's not going to have a special like photo line. They're not going to organize one.
Thank God.
But if people turn up though, they can't really stop that from happening either.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Like,
Yeah.
so they won't put like stickers for a photo
No.
line. Usually they put like a triangle sticker, like stand here for
Yeah.
the journalists
Yeah.
and stuff. But apparently, what you're saying is like the police station isn't going to.
No, they're not going to organize a
Organize
special area.
something.
But the fact that he's BTS and this is big news. If journalists and photographers turn up, it's not like they can
Of
stop
course,
that.
they're gonna turn up.
Yeah, it's not like they can stop that either. Yeah.
So that's what the lawyer said on a panel in a TV show I watched too, and he said like legally, he doesn't have to go through any kind of photo line or whatever, but you can't stop the journalist from flocking and asking him. They're probably gonna like block him
Yeah.
and like, you know, say like, could you say something to the
Yeah,
mic
yeah,
or camera?
yeah.
And then if he just passes by, he'll be seen as rude or something. So he'll probably, I'm thinking he'll stop for like a split second. That's what usually all celebrities do when they step out of their car. The journalists all run to them and
Yeah.
then like, could you say something to?
Yeah.
And usually they say, I'll just get investigated responsibly. I'll do my best to get investigated. And 성실히 조사에 임하겠습니다.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
like 죄송합니다. I'm sorry for the noise I caused. Like 뭐 논란을 일으켜서 죄송합니다. 성실히 조사 받겠습니다. Those are the usual two cookie cutter things, and then you go in. But I don't know for the case of Suga because there's a lot of media attention right now. He
Yeah.
might say some stuff. Yeah. So.
They said they're gonna treat him like any other like person who have done the same thing.
As they should.
Yeah, as they should.
I mean, I
And-
don't know if that's good or not, though. Investigating them under the same standards of other suspects, like, yeah.
What do you mean?
It means it's equal, but it would be actually good if. No, never mind. Never mind.
They said they're gonna fix the date this week. They're not gonna do it on the weekends or like late at night or anything like that. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
just
what
like
I'm talking about, because it's good that they're treating him as an equal person, but if you think on the flip side, you know, because there's a lot of media attention, I'm not saying like he should get preferential treatment or something, but just for the sake of him and his mental health, you know there's going to be a lot of journalists, so it would be good if they could give him some kind of breathing room, that he could come at like an irregular time, like you know, during the night or in the morning where there's a little less traffic over there, just for him.
I think journalists are gonna turn up no matter what
Yeah,
day or time.
yeah,
or-
like that. It's the same as how these idols go to like training camps before the military. Like usually they all have to line up with the normal people too, but they give them special, you know, like paths to go in because it causes too much traffic and noise. So for this too, I wish the police could have put that into consideration and like maybe say, like we're not gonna announce your time when you're coming in. Like you can come in like during the night or wherever, just to, calm down them a little bit. But
I don't know if people are asking, do they publicly announce when he goes in? I don't know how that works. Like whether police.
it just all gets leaked.
Yeah, I'm sure. And journalists just must like have insights.
They have
and
ties
know.
with the police station.
Exactly,
for
they
sure.
will just know. Like
They have sources.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
I don't know if
Or
they
else
announce.
they just like stay there. That's called 뻗치기.
Yeah,
like a
or they'll just
journalism
like
term.
stay there until the day
Yeah.
they think he's gonna come.
Yeah,
and
they'll just stay there for like 72 hours
Yeah.
and then like
It's like-
contact the cameraman as soon as he appears and
Yeah.
all that. So
Yeah.
that's just how journalists work.
Yeah, it's
And
like paparazzi.
it's very sad because like honestly I think it's blown out of proportion. And like the amount of journalists that are gonna come out for this, it's gonna be huge. It's actually gonna be huge, I think.
It's just the fact that he is
BTS.
who he is.
It's
yeah.
just BTS.
Yeah.
And after Kim Ho Jung, like I think context.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
You don't know Kim Ho Jung?
I mean, I've seen the news, but like.
It was on the news for like months and months. Like
I mean, I'm not interested in like trot. He's a trot singer, right?
so, he's one of the most famous trot singers.
Oh, okay.
Im Young-woong is the most favorite, and Kim Ho Jung would be the second favorite. So he's like Im Young-woong is like the BTS of Korea, in terms of trot
Okay.
and he actually sells more sometimes, than like a single BTS
Okay,
member.
yeah.
He sells out stadiums and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Kim Ho Jung is like the second in place, and he's like the trot Pavarotti or something.
Oh, 진짜.
Yeah, so he has a very touching behind story. He used to be a gang member, and then he, became good, and then he's now a trot singer. So he became super famous, and he drunk drove. He did drunk driving, and he actually did drunk driving. Like he actually collided into a car, and then he ran away. And then he hid it in a hotel for like 24 hours, and he didn't respond to the police, and he tried to evade them. He lied, and Korean people hate lying the most.
Yeah.
And that's what stirred up the pot initially because of Hybe's statement and all that, and because they weren't matching with the CCTV that was proven to be false at the end. But because of that, Kim Ho Jung, he tried to get his manager to be like the scapegoat for his case as well. He said can you be the one who said you were driving or something like that? And then,
Really?
yeah, he tried everything in his power to just evade it. And at the end, all the proof came out, and then he even at the end argued that he didn't even drink, that he was just
What, sleep driving? Or?
just I don't know, waddling or something on the CCTV. But eventually it came out. He's in jail now.
How much did he get?
I don't know, I forgot, but he got a pretty good time of jail. And it's not the same, of course, because Suga was on an electric scooter-esque what do you call them, a kickboard. There was a saddle on a kickboard, so it's not the same. He was on the sidewalk, and he just stumbled down, and he got immediately up and all that. He didn't hurt anybody. The outcome of Kim Ho Jung, he actually damaged a car and stuff, and then he literally tried to evade the police and lied. But a lot of the Korean public, you gotta understand, guys, not everything in Korea revolves around BTS, although there's a lot of media attention because people just want to hate a famous person. They like to see downfalls of people. That's pure entertainment for them. But because not everything revolves around BTS, and they just scrape the surface of what's happening on the news, and they're not following whether JTBC's footage is false or not, there's already tarnished reputation. So they're seeing a lot of similarities between Kim Ho Jung and Suga's case, especially because of how the fandom is reacting. Because the international army is Suga didn't do anything wrong. There's a lot of people criticizing Suga as well, but this is too much. He was on an electric scooter. He didn't hurt anybody. We'll stand next to you. We'll support you. And they're whole campaigns and hashtags, right? And Kim Ho Jung's fandom is like that too.
Oh, really?
Even though he did that, they're
really?
Blindly supporting him, and they're making stories of him that he sung in the jail cell for the inmates and stuff, and they're sending what do you call them, the 탄원서 or like notes to the judge saying like he's done a lot of good to the society, and there's a massive fandom behind him. And because people are seeing these people getting defended and they're in the same entertainment industry, the normal people who don't care about entertainment news and stuff, they're like, oh, like these fandoms are the worst and stuff like that. So there's a lot of overlapping, although the details and everything are different. So just normal people are getting confused with that. And Kim Ho-jung was on the photo line for
Yeah, I've seen those
long time.
photos.
He was definitely on the photo line.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he he tried to evade it at first. Like he tried to sneak in the police station, but they caught him anyways. So this was the most like talked about incident for the past few months for a while. It's still ongoing, and because of this, he was on the photo line like that. And
What is this? I always wondered, like the thing on the hands.
They're cuffs.
It's cuffs?
Yeah.
Like they're just covering with the fabric?
Yeah, because it seemed
Yeah.
like hostile or something. Yeah. So Suga's not gonna get cuffed.
No.
Yeah.
It's really not gonna be like
He's
that.
not gonna get cuffed or anything.
In terms of his actual like legally, like it's just gonna. I really think it's just gonna be a fine. That's it. But yeah, it's more like the damage to the reputation.
Yeah.
That and his image and maybe like brand deals. That's the biggest.
Yeah. So what I am predicting is it's going to be very similar to G-Dragon, when he got allegations for drugs, where it was debunked and it was really nothing. But because he's G-Dragon, he's like the most famous idol in Korea. It's probably gonna be similar to this. Like there wasn't a photo line for him, but if you can see in the pictures, the journalists were all lined up already in front of the station, and then he just came out from his car in a good suit, and then he just walked past by, said a few words, and then he went in. So it's gonna be very similar to this, in my opinion. Or like Hype could pull some strings and actually get him inside without like passing the journalists, but
Maybe.
I don't
They
know.
have enough power to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. When GD did this, he did a really boss move because he knew he was innocent. He rolled up with his BMW, which he was the ambassador of, and when the G-Dragon drug case, the allegations, when it surfaced, all these sponsors and all his ads dropped him.
Yeah.
But then BMW stayed
Loyal?
with him, stayed loyal to him. So he drove up with this. He usually drives like a Maybach or like a Bentley, but he drove up with this and then showed his loyalty.
Must be nice being sponsored by BMW.
Yeah, but I don't think you guys need to worry that much about Suga's photo line thing. Of course, it's gonna instigate a little bit more buzz on the news, but I feel like it's cooled down a little bit now. Nobody's really that hooked into the story, at least the public right now. It's cooled down a bit. It's gonna have another high after the photo line thingy and the investigation, but after that, I think he's good. Everybody...
What are they exactly investigating in this investigation?
They're not investigating anything. They're just putting up a show because like he's BTS, and then the police are gonna get slandered too if they don't investigate him fully. So
But what happens during these, like even just normal people, say you were like caught like that, like drunk driving on an electric scooter,
Yeah.
you get called into police, what do they like,
just
do?
send you a fine. That's it.
So what do they do? Do they like look at CCTV? Do they like ask like what happens during these things?
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's
They
it?
look at the CCTV. They do like breathalyzers. They do like blood tests and whatever. They
But they would have done all that
get
after
your
the
statements.
incident. You can't do. What's the point of him doing a breathalyzer now?
Of course, right.
Yeah.
Right. So for Kim Ho-jung's case, the reason they investigating him was because like the statements didn't match his initial like excuses and statements didn't match, and they're trying to determine what kind of fine or what kind of sentence or what penalty he's gonna get.
Yeah, it's mostly going to be deciding what.
It's
he
just
should
gonna
do.
be a little fine,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of fines for traffic stuff, not drunk driving. Yeah, they just send you tickets. But because drunk driving is considered a little bit severe in Korea, and because of the context that he's BTS, there's a lot of media attention. The police have to just do their due diligence. They're like, yeah, like, you know, it's like a 형식적인, what's 형식적인? A formal thing. It's like, let's just show it formally that we investigated him and move on. Yeah.
Was his driver's license restored? I mean, probably no, not yet. I mean, the fact is though, guys, if he with the breathalyzer thing that they did,
Yeah.
apparently right after, he was definitely over the legal limit, and then your license is going to get revoked, and that's just like the consequence.
I think his license is going to be suspended or for a while, like depending on the investigation and his blood level. They probably have his initial like measurement from measuring from the breathalyzer. So depending on that, we don't know if his license is going to get revoked or not. He's definitely going to get a little fine. And other than that, I don't see anything happening that much. It's just gonna be those images like GD. Like, he didn't even do anything wrong, and there's like hundreds of pictures on Google right now, him like going to the police station, right? So it's just gonna be these images that matter for the journalists and the police doing a formal investigation. And other than that, I don't think anything.
But you see, some people are saying like riding in the scooter is now criminal in South Korea. It's like, when I see those kind of comments, I'm just like,
well,
I agree that it's overblown.
It's over.
And I agree that, you know, the media who reported stuff wrong, that's like very, very wrong.
Yeah,
but what he did, it was also wrong.
Nobody's saying it's not wrong, right?
So some people are saying it's like, it's not a big deal. When I see,
well, those people are a little bit too young or immature, but like most of ARMY is saying it's wrong. They're criticizing, and they're just saying it's overblown. But yeah, JTBC is going to get investigated as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the false footage.
Yeah.
So they're going to be investigated by the KCC, which is like the Korean Communications Commission or whatever, for releasing fake CCTV clip of BTS's Suga amid his DUI incident.
I guess it was not fake, but it was just somebody else. It was just footage.
Somebody else. Korea's Communication Standards Commission. That's like the place that regulates all the media, press, and all that. So that's good. That's good at least. And JTBC put out an apology, which was very mild, but it's all formal stuff.
I mean, definitely, I agree that the false reporting and like that is really, really bad. Especially, it's damaging to the reputation. It's not about like his fine, or the fine is not going to be even that big, but he's fined financially anyway. So whatever the fine is, it's fine. Yeah. But it's not going to be significant at all. But it's just like those kind of false reporting definitely like damages the reputation.
Yeah.
But in terms of like whether he should have, you know, if he did the breathalyzer test, they say it was like 0.2. Yeah. And the fact that like he decided to like drive home when it was like 500 meters, that was wrong.
Just to add a little bit of context, unrelated to Suga.
Yeah.
In Korea, there's a lot of negative sentiment about kickboards in general and electric scooters because people hate kickboards. Most of the people that don't, like, not a lot of people drive those electric kickboards, right? I used to have one, mine got stolen, but
your own personal one?
Yeah. But a lot of, like, I think more than half of the nation hates these electric kickboards. They want to get rid of them. They're actually protest to get rid of them because they're so dangerous.
They are really fast.
Because they just slide through like people, and then like old people that get hit. There are actually a lot of incidents of like injuries and stuff. And another part of the hate is that usually most of them are co-shared. You know, you rent them on the spot, and then they just park them anywhere. So a lot of people are like, you know, why do you park it in front of my lawn or my house or my office building? It's making the streets dirty. Like, it's all just trying, like, just let, it's just there. Nobody's doing maintenance over it. And especially when they're driving on the road, there are so many horrible footages of these kickboards just flying into the sky when they hit like a car or something, and then the car person immediately becomes like a murderer because of that. So there's so much like negative sentiment about like the kickboard stuff, and I think that definitely added fuel to the fire of Suga's case as well. So there's this very, very famous clip.
What did you type in?
킥보드 사고. Yeah, this is the very famous clip that got viral for kickboards. And I don't think it's gonna show it because it's news, but yeah, this is the viral clip of the kickboard, and they go like literally flying. Yeah, I don't think the news is gonna show them go flying, but yeah, this is why people just hate these kickboards. Yeah, the news doesn't show them, but they literally go flying like 1 meter in the sky, and because of that, people hate these stuff, and people hate people who ride them too. And I got a lot of hate too from my own parents, and because it's dangerous for yourself as well.
Of course.
Yeah, and so there's so much news about like kickboard accidents going on, and yeah, it says electric scooter accidents, 528 cases in 4 years. Yeah, and so much debate about like whether we should ban them or not, and all that. So these are actually very dangerous for an unskilled person to ride on, and they actually, I got I got ticketed for riding one too without a helmet. So they're doing a lot of
Yeah, because it's a moving vehicle moving at a quite fast speed.
Yeah.
It's really. I've been around like my friends in Gangnam. When they're riding, I'm just like, this is actually like you have to concentrate when you ride these.
Yeah.
So the fact that guys and people arguing about like, well, is it official his alcohol level, blah blah blah. The fact is, it was true that he had drank and then he decided to drive this. That was wrong. Yeah, that was wrong. He could have just walked home for 5 minutes. Is my honest opinion.
Yeah.
But like some people are saying, this is a good cheap lesson. It could have been so much worse.
Oh, that's actually
It could have
true.
been so much worse.
Yeah.
But luckily, like nothing terrible like that happened.
So we're still claiming the 0.2 officially. I don't know about the number. Like
that's what the police.
That's
said.
what the allegedly what the media says that the police said. So at this point, I don't even want to argue about the number because like, yeah, I have lost faith in the media outlets with the JTBC case, seeing all the other outlets like referring them and stuff. So I don't know what to say about the numbers as well, but hopefully that gets debunked in the investigation. Ali, thank you for the $20. Hi guys, do you really need a license to ride a kickboard? Do you have to take a test like a 4 motorcycle? I ask in the US, anyone can rent one and ride. I'm visiting Korea next year with family. Don't get in trouble.
You need to have a driving license.
You need to have a driving license. You need to take a picture of it and register in the app, and yeah, you need one.
Yeah, so if you don't have an actual driving license, you can't ride on the kickboards.
Yeah.
John Smith says, but people are normally not punished for something that could have happened.
No. That's not the case. Attempted murder, like, of course it's a different thing, but like, you know, not attempted murder, but like in the case of DUIs.
Yeah, just the fact that
it's not
even if they don't punish you if you've only just damaged a person or property.
Yeah.
If you get caught and you're clearly caught drunk,
of course,
then of course you're going to get penalized. That's
of
not
course.
like special hate treatment towards Suga. Guys, come on.
Yeah,
like,
if you don't get caught,
any
you don't
normal
get
person.
If you don't get caught, you don't get penalty. That just doesn't make sense in a logic standpoint. Like if you're trying to do drugs and you didn't do it, but you possessed it.
Yeah, you
get
were caught trying to buy it or something. Then of course you're going to get penalized.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you did a drunk driving, I bet like thousands of people every day do drunk driving and they don't get caught.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they're not going to get penalized when they actually do get caught. So yeah.
I like in LA because it's like a driving city. I've heard from friends, and this is just maybe it's just my circle of friends, like people drink drive all the time in LA, especially like there's no like public transport. Some people like smoke weed and drive. It's just like, can you imagine? I can't imagine driving while high. That's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, DN says, David, the police confirmed that the blood alcohol level was not released. Yeah, if that's the case, if there was an update, well then Dian's saying it for you. Yeah. I think, of course, for Army and Suga right now, this is like the center of the world. They're trying to protect him with all they can do. But as I said, I'm not trying to like sweep it under the rug or anything. Right now in Korea, it's kind of like just blown away. Like nobody's really talking about it anymore. So I feel like as an army, in an army kind of standpoint, people talking about it more and more and more and more, it's just gonna make it worse. So yeah, like the details and all that, and like so the last what do you call it, the last barrier we have is the investigation, and then it's gonna be it. And then if we just like stay silent for a while, it's just all gonna be fine. There's nothing's gonna happen. BTS gonna be 7. Suga's gonna live a good life. So yeah.
I see those kind of comments all the time. South Korea don't deserve BTS. I wish they were from our country. I see those kind of comments all the time.
Yeah. One other thing is I brought this news because it's such a so I don't know what to say about this because a lot of army.
You just explain.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of army was very fixed on this case, especially because obviously they were looking for another drunk driving case, and they were trying to compare it to Suga to try to prove a point that Suga was getting too much hate, which is true, which is totally true. So this ex-Samsung baseball player called Chang Won-sam, he got controversy over drunk driving, and he got caught. And this was the most like recent case after Suga's drunk driving case of a ex-celebrity or public figure getting booked by drunk driving. So a lot of army tweeted about his case, saying like he only got like a dozen of articles where while Suga got like 500 or 200 or whatever, 2,000.
But that's because the level difference in level of fame, obviously.
Of course,
yeah.
Of course. Like Suga is BTS Suga.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know who this is.
Yeah, people don't know who he is. He's a ex-baseball player who's appearing on a TV show. He has some people that know him. So obviously the level of media attention is definitely going to be different. But people are like, oh, you're not hating him as much as Suga. Like,
no, he's simply just not as famous. So he's going to get less articles written about him.
Of course.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. So, and the thing, and also right now, how these events turns is very interesting because this person, he got caught with drunk driving, but actually the public is forgiving him. They're in favor of him because if you look at the details, he actually did hangover driving. So he drunk at 3:30 a.m.
Okay.
He drunk at like I guess like past midnight until like 3.
Okay.
And then he went home taking a taxi.
Okay.
He slept for 7 hours.
Okay.
And then he took his car for lunch or meeting at 12 at noon.
12 p.m.
12 p.m. And then his blood level didn't get like dissolved or like detoxicated during that sleeping time. So he slept like 6 or 7 hours and it was still in his system. He got caught. So people are like how are you gonna know if it's dissolved or not if it's hangover driving? And like still like he got like minus points for that, plus points for that, but other than that,
how did he get caught? It was just like a routine police
check,
and he was just very unlucky.
Right. So after that, he put out an immediate apology. It was like a very lengthy and sincere apology saying like, I have no excuses. Everything's my fault. I will repent about this like for the rest of my life. I'm also gonna not appear on the TV show I'm doing right now. I'm so sorry to everybody. And like it was such a sincere apology. There were no excuses or anything. And it was all for hangover driving. So people are like, and also this guy, apparently, I don't know about his history, but apparently he's done a lot of good deeds in the past and he was like a nice personality and stuff. So people are like, this guy did hangover driving. He slept for 7 hours.
He took a taxi home.
Yeah, he took a taxi home originally, and then he put out a sincere apology. He even stepped down from the TV show. He did no bullshit excuses or whatever. He was so sincere with his apology. So if you look at the comments here, people are like very on his side. Drunk driving is really wrong, but it's not a shield. If you drink in the evening and have to work next morning, you have to drive. Honestly, there's no way anyone would know at 12 p.m., right? Yeah, this can't be helped. I think that if I drink and drive to work next day, I'll be sober. Like everyone has sober. Everyone had a different constitution, and everyone metabolizes alcohol differently. In this cases, we need to be lenient. You have to understand this. Yeah, and then I saw a lot of comments saying
what
that.
What do you guys do? Yeah, if you like had a night out and then you like let's say you stop drinking, around like 1 or 2, and then you have to go to work the next day. Do you take your car? I feel like most people do.
Yeah.
I don't. For me, I just don't own a car, so I don't like know any of these like problems.
Yeah.
But.
So the thing here, the important thing here is that he did hangover driving, and also his apology was so sincere. He didn't have any excuses. He immediately stepped down. Whereas in the case of like the Suga's case, initially Hybe stirred up the pot because of like that weird, like an apology or announcement that came out, which was not matching with like the press's releases and stuff. So there was a bad frame put on Suga that he was lying and Hybe was lying and stuff. So I think this guy probably learned after seeing Suga's case or the past cases.
Just apologize for everything.
Yeah, just he bowed down like 90 degrees and all that stuff. And so and also as we all said, like he's not that famous. Yeah, he's just a random baseball player. So obviously he's not gonna get that much attention of as Suga. So
people are saying they wouldn't go to work. Yeah, hangover driver is still DUI.
Of course it's DUI.
And you shouldn't go. Yeah, don't go out to get drunk if you have work the next day. Yeah.
I know, guys, Suga apologized, but people, you gotta know that dragging this guy into the case to try to like, prove a point is not gonna help. That's what I'm saying. People are so sensitive over this random baseball player that they didn't even care about because of the Suga case. They're like dragging this guy in saying, but what about this guy? But what about this guy? He's not getting 500 articles. Of course he's not getting 500 articles because he's not BTS Suga.
It's just the level of fame is different. Yeah.
And people aren't being lenient over him because like the cases are exactly the same. Like as I said, the details are different. So people are like, why are Koreans double standard? Like, why isn't he getting that much level of attention? First, he's not BTS Suga. The details are different. And that's just what it is. But like,
why aren't Koreans protecting Suga? Don't they love him? It's like, guys, the fact is, not everyone in Korea is army. Like, let's just get that out. Like I said, most of the fandom is like almost 100% women. There are but general public, like I said, the police didn't even recognize Suga when they first saw him there. First of all, so the entire country is not army. Second, you can love a person, but you can also call them out when they've done something wrong. And if you've drunk, like in the evening quite a bit, and then you decide to take a driving vehicle back home, maybe your actions have consequences.
Seriously, guys, I'm on your side, guys. I want to defend Suga. I don't want anything to happen to him. I'm very worried about his mental health. I'm army too. But you guys don't make sense saying comments like this. South Korea punished by your level of fame. No, universally. No. In the whole world, wherever you go, if Kanye or Taylor Swift or Kendrick or whoever did something like this,
they would get punished too.
No, they're not. I'm not talking about punishment. It's about the level of media attention. You just have to understand the nature of media attention. Like Taylor Swift doing drunk driving versus I don't know, an indie artist or
Yeah, nobody's just gonna
a
care about it as
triple
much.
A league baseball player doing drunk driving. Taylor Swift is gonna get 20,000
Yeah.
articles versus a baseball drunk driver. He's gonna get 200 articles, 50
Yeah.
articles.
Yeah.
That's how the world works. Like, it's not like the level. I said Suga's only gonna get a fine, but the media attention is just
Yeah.
gonna follow because of his fame, level of
Yeah.
fame, and that's just how the world is. And I'm not trying to defend it or anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely blown out of proportion, but that's just media attention. Like, you can't help that when you're famous, and it's not deserved. But it's an unfortunate truth that we
Yeah.
all have to swallow,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know if you understand how the world works or not. Probably you do, and you're all sore like me that Suga's getting this much hate. But it can't be helped, you know. So the best thing we can do is just like pray that he's in good mental health, and then this all just blows away soon, and life goes on. Yeah.
You drive a car, not a scooter. Wake the fuck up. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with those kind of comments.
Yeah, so like I get it. Like everybody's very triggered and sensitive right now because people are hating on Suga. And it's just because he's like a celebrity, and these journalists know that it's gonna get views, they're gonna drag in more like traffic to their sites, and maybe
And
they
the fact that you guys we have way more people watching these lives compared to
Yeah.
usual is because there's just more interest.
Exactly.
There's more interest from the public.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Artemis, thank you for the €2.
Pounds. That's pound sign.
And yeah. So Justin Timberlake also had cocaine with the DUI. That's crazy. What?
Haters like Anna just trying to knock Suga /
When did
BT
you-
off their pedestal.
I don't understand why, but
I'm
why
not
did
gonna argue with those.
why did you become a hater suddenly? I don't know. Like
I'm not gonna argue with those fans. No. I explained in my last live as well how I feel about all this.
yeah.
So
Like nobody's disagreeing that the amount of hate Suga is getting is
Yeah.
abnormal. It's crazy. It's over the top. Like these journalists are just like, you know, just craving for more sensationalism, and they're just trying to like, even to the extent that they're putting out fake CCTVs. That's crazy, right? They're not even fact checking because they want to put it out exclusives and fast reporting and stuff. But that's he's BTS. That's literally why.
wasn't there a scandal with Big Bang Taesong getting into an accident? I think someone died. Not sure if he was drinking and driving though. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
did die.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he, like, it's been I think couple years, like 5 or 4 years. He went into the dark because of this.
He literally went into a cave and did not come out.
He did not come out, and he.
What happened there?
I didn't follow that case well,
Yeah.
but basically it was like he accidentally hit someone, and then
They died.
I think they died or something.
I don't think it was drink driving. Let's
Yeah,
look this up.
yeah, it's you.
It was a couple of years ago, so but yeah, he obviously felt like
It
It
was in
traumatized him.
2011.
so it's a while ago.
It's like more than 10 years
yeah,
ago.
it's a while ago.
So in 2011, Big Bang's Daesung was driving his car, and it caused a traffic accident at Yanghwa Bridge. Not guilty. Yeah, it was a extravagant situation, and
But it doesn't mention anything about like drink driving. But anyway, it was an accident. He got into an accident, and somebody died
yeah,
from the accident,
yeah.
and it traumatized him. But he was found not guilty. Not guilty of what?
Yeah, the deceased was drunk.
Oh, the other party was
The
driving
other
drunk.
the person was drunk and was driving a motorcycle into a street light.
Says he ignored the speed limit and drove at 80 kilometers despite having to follow the 60-kilometer speed limit.
Right. So the other party was on a motorcycle, I think, and was drunk driving, and then Taesung got into a car accident with him, and then the motorcyclist went flying probably and died. So it wasn't like his intention, but because of the result itself, he got so much criticism.
Yeah, because
people didn't
someone
fact
died.
check. Like the headlines were like a Taesung hit a person and he died. And yeah, because of that, it cost him like 10 years.
Yeah.
I guess he was like under so much like pressure from the media and also like his guilt as well. And he didn't come out for like 10 years, and now he's appeared on TV.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
Okay, someone's going like, who is Anna on my
You're
chat.
watching on her channel. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, guys, let's just make it clear. Let's just make it clear before we get any allegations of being haters or whatever, or downplaying the situation. The media did wrong. They're devils. They're trying to demonize Suga. They're doing so much damage. This is blown out of proportion. This is insane right now. The level of hate he got for, honestly, a very, in my own personal standards, like compared to other DUI cases and stuff, and the outcome itself. Like, although it is wrong, like the amount of hate he's getting is like way outblown, and he doesn't deserve it. I wish for the best of his mental health, and I hope this all blows away smoothly. But the amount of media attention he's getting is naturally going to follow because
that's just what
he
happens.
is BTS.
Yeah.
That's it. End of story.
It would be the same if it was Blackpink.
Of course.
Yeah, or even more. Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
it was a female idol that was drunk
It would be
driving
even worse.
and it was the level of Blackpink,
Yeah.
I feel like it would be even more.
Yeah.
People would be aunties would be sending flowers saying like, I don't know, whichever member exit the group, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's just how the cruel world is, and I'm pretty sure it would be.
People saying, yeah, sorry, Anna, you do sound like you have a problem with Suga.
Isn't Suga
I
your
don't.
like bias?
He was my OG bias. Guys, I don't understand. Okay, I should like I'm not gonna get like respond to
People
this.
are just very, very hurt right now, and they're just very sensitive.
The thing
So
is,
every
I mean-
kind of nuance matters. I think that's why.
I explained in my solo live last week. I am still a fan. You can still be a fan of someone, and when for me, like, he said he doesn't think it's that big a deal. But for me, if like, for example, if any of my friends did what he did, and they told me like, oh, I drove home after drinking and I drove like 500 meters on a scooter, I would tell them straight up like, that's disappointing. You shouldn't do that. It doesn't matter whether you're a celebrity or if David said like I did that, I'll be like, why did you do? I would call them out. For me, I'm just saying like, for me I think it's wrong. You can just walk home. It's 500 meters. Just do that 5-minute walk. Like, why do you need to go on a vehicle at all?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I think I'm gonna be a hater now. Like, no, seriously. But the actual deed itself, it was like not necessary, is what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know everybody's very unstable and anxious about like Suga's upcoming photo line thing investigation. I feel like nothing that bad is going to happen. Of course, for a few days, people are going to circulate that photo, and that's just the nature of being a celebrity.
Yeah.
Media attention.
Yeah.
You got to understand that. What I'm saying is this is blown way out of proportion, and it's very unfortunate, but as armies and fans, the best we can do is try to protect and support Suga as much as we can within our own boundaries. But what I'm saying is dragging in like a random baseball player's DUI and comparing it and the numbers of articles and all that, a number of hate and why media isn't faking this, that kind of looks, I don't know, that's not proving anything because like that's the nature of media attention. And like some people are even bringing the first lady bag or whatever, the Dior bag, and like someone got killed. That was on the news for a long. It's still on the news, like, you know. But it's whataboutism. It's like, what about that case? What about that case? That is not going to prove anything.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing to do is just support Suga, and if you want to criticize the fake news and the blown out of proportion part. That is a valid point to criticize. But bringing in like a baseball player and the first lady, that honestly, like if it circulates on Korean media and the Korean communities, that's not
Thank
taking
you,
good
Uncle
in the
Dan,
way,
for the $100. I agree, Anna. Thank you. Uh, and yeah, I mean, there's
$100. Holy
yeah.
crap.
Thank you, Uncle Dan. um, yeah, like I said, if it's a friend that did what Suga did, or like whoever, a family member, I would tell them, I would call them out and be like, what you did was disappointing. You could have done so many other options than that. So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the haters, like they're saying like 슈가가 탈퇴할 때까지 트럭 근조한 보낸다고 모금을 하고 있어요. These haters are crowdfunding to send more trucks and flowers.
I think that was the dumbest thing.
These people are sick.
They have too much money and time on their
They're
hands.
ill. You gotta understand, like these people will do that. They have nothing better to do, so don't engage with them. Like you can't do anything about these sick people. Yeah, so the best thing is to just support him and just wait for this to blow off. I think that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is obviously not the same level of crime as like a burning sun, like what Seung-lee and like.
Of course not.
This is obviously not that, and people
course.
like worried that he might get kicked out of the group. Like that is not going to happen. That is really not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So I do agree that Korean people like consume this kind of news too much for entertainment purposes, and they have this feeling. I think this is universal too, but it's kind of intense in Korea because of the small landmass and like internet, and everybody just like is bored or whatever, and they just want to see a famous figure falling down, and they feel some kind of satisfaction with that.
Yeah.
That's a very crooked kind of mindset, but that's what I noticed with like influencers, YouTubers getting canceled and all that. It's cancel culture, but that's just very intense in Korea because it's like a small country, and BTS is like the biggest figure over here. So he definitely doesn't deserve the hate he is getting right now, but like that's just inevitable. So the best thing is just for it to blow away. Living Sweetly, thank you. Anna has a good point about friends. Also, he was with a friend, yet they didn't stop him. Is very concerning. Oh, the drinking, yeah. Yeah, honestly, there are a lot of people who use electric scooters after they're drunk because their house is closed. They're like, oh, I don't think, I'm gonna hurt anybody. I'm not tipsy or anything.
I guess I think I've ridden on those things once. Even when I'm doing it sober, I'm super scared that I'm gonna crash. So I can't. Yeah, for me, I can't imagine doing that.
Yeah.
If it's a 5-minute walk, I'll just walk home.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Army see intense hate and want to counter with intense support, sometimes not in the best ways. Yeah. So, yeah, the things that have been like icking me a little bit is like the baseball player comparison and the first lady narrative, and like Korea's trying to cover up a huge political thing with the Suga thing or whatever. I honestly don't think that's true. Yeah, so anyways, that's it for today, right?
I'm hungry now. Let's go get noodles.
Yeah, so everybody just support Suga. Watch the BTS series that's coming out. The Jin series is coming out too, and there's the Jimin Jungkook one I want to watch. Maybe I should do a watch party on Patreon. If you want that, let me know.
And so next week is the 27th, and David's birthday is on the 29th. Shall we do like a birthday stream for David that day?
If there's demand, I will deliver, but if there's not, yeah. One last thing. Still, I disagree, David. We should be better and try to treat celebs as human. Not because they are celebs, we should shit on them that much. Everybody in a sane mind agrees with you. We all know that. This is not something like a revelation that needs to be made for an individual. But human beings are not like that, and we cannot fix that. Everybody wants to treat celebrities as a human being, but not everybody is going to be in consensus, right? There are going to be people consuming it as entertainment no matter what. So, like, individuals like us can think like that, and we can go on with our day, and we don't have to, like, demonize these celebrities or whatsoever. But the media and the society and haters are going to exist no matter what, so we can't do anything about it other than just supporting on the other side. That's just my stance.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the job of a celebrity is definitely weird, because obviously you have attention on you from loads of people. But that also means on the plus side, when you have successes, celebrations, then loads of people are super going to be, it's like a really different experience compared to what most know live through. It's like
Yeah.
a very intense experience. But you also have to know that when like something like bad happens, there's also going to be all that. It's just part of the job. But also when you celebrate successes, then you have it really intense like love and overjoy and like all that stuff. But it's literally a part of the job. You have to, if you're a celebrity, going into it, once I get super famous, this is the kind of stuff that I'm gonna have to deal with, unfortunately. So
Yeah, so a lot of people say the best form of revenge is like showing success. What you guys need to do is like I'm sure everybody's gonna do it, but like once Suga comes back with a song or like a concert or an album or whatever, you guys are gonna show full support, right? And that he's strong no matter what happened, right? And then these haters and these like jobless people who are hating on them on the internet right now because of his like drunk whatever case, they're gonna feel hurt and salty when they see Suga still standing strong in the future because of your guys' support. And I feel that's the way we should respond, not like, other kind of stuff. So CJ, thank you for the super chat. Please do a watch party and birthday live. Okay, I'll try to do that. Yeah.
Let's do it next week.
Yeah, and Simpleton said I missed a super chat, so let's see. This will ruin the tour. What tour?
No, it's not, because like I said, the armies, the fans.
Yeah.
It's only fans that go to the concerts. Like the normal public is not going to spend money to go to a BTS concert.
Right.
The fandom is fine. Their tours are going to be
fandom is strong.
Fine.
Yeah. Army is already supporting. Yes, that's great, and that's what we should still do. Keep on doing. And as for my channel and Anna's channel, whatever our own stances are, like we have our own ways of supporting. And in my case, it's like getting straight, like correcting the wrong news, like updating people about like the right perspective. And if you guys spread that news on the internet, then it makes like a butterfly effect, and then we can help Suga in a way and spread the news to like normal people who don't care. And yeah, we all have our own roles. We all have what we can do, but yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, let's go now.
Yeah, I just get like sometimes very irritated with people that cannot like
No, but seriously, yeah, some people in the chat are like,
yeah, if you look at the chat, sometimes you go crazy. I feel like, yeah. But most of y'all here, like 90%, understand how the world works and like your all that. So.
Okay, join for the next week birthday live.
Okay, guys. Yeah, South Korea is weird. South Korea is weird. It's intense.
I think we can stop now, Dave. It's fine.
Like I just want to.
It's fine. Let's go. Yeah, join next week, you guys. Okay? Wow, it's like almost end of August already. Jesus Christ. Okay. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
I'm swallowing up.
No, don't.
Like,
You
yeah.
don't need to say anything.
Yeah, yeah.